In Japanese cuisine, there is a saying pufferfish in Kansai, monkfish in Kanto.
Born in Steel Robot City, Rim Billiton, Charlotte, aka Savage, was once an escort for Babel during the 2-year excavation of the Rhodes Island landship. Do you want to? So it took me like an hour both ways to get to the restaurant where I got my guy. Do you want to know what
Wow.
was stuck in my head? It was fine. Do you want to know what was stuck in my head like the entire time I was on my way
Yeah,
back? Um, it
100%.
was Thomas the Tank Engine, but Australian. Um, and so I kept like quietly humming to myself, like, they're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8, shunting, freight, and hauling crates, red and green and brown and blue. They're the really useful crew. For like 40
Sorry, does the
minutes.
Thomas the Tank Engine theme say the phrase, they're the really useful crew?
Yes, they are they're the
They're
really
the
useful.
really
They're
useful
the
crew.
really and in this genius lyrics, it's capitalized as if really useful crew was like a proper
They're the
noun.
really useful crew.
They're the really useful crew.
That's what they are.
I'm picturing like, you know, a mysterious villain comes in and defeats your entire clan, and you're like, who are you with? And they're like, you can just call us the really useful crew.
No!
Anyway, should we do the intro?
Yeah.
Oh, big stretch. Hello and welcome to Soulmates, where we talk about all our favorite little guys and all our favorite little games. Couldn't remember if it was our or your for a second.
All your
All
favorite little
your
games.
favorite little games, whether you like it or not. I'm Ivy Fox.
True.
You can find me on Blue Sky at Ivy Fox is typing. Maybe someday I'll post again, maybe. Um, but more importantly, you can find this show wherever you get your podcasts. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, the other ones, the weird indie ones. Go and find us there. And if you find us there, please give us a 5-star review, give us a like, give us a comment. Do all those things. We are the most indie podcast you listen to, and we fight an endless battle against the algorithm, who hates us because we're too gay.
Yeah.
So please help and please tell your friends. But otherwise, joining me as always, from around the bend at Tumnus Shed, it's Ash.
It's pretty good. Hi, I'm Ash. You can find me, probably, what have I even been doing these days?
I don't know,
Probably
mostly
I'm
nothing.
like, yeah, I don't know. Today I spent a lot of my day watching Summer Games Done Quick, which will be over by the time this episode comes out, so it's not even relevant. Um,
Oh, wait.
I run the show's social media. Yes?
Oh, you can find me, if you watch the VOD of the Sanabi run.
Yes!
Which one, a really good run. Sanabi's great. But you can hear them read out my full name and my dono, which I chemically engineered to be readable on stream.
It sounds so normal. It's like crazy.
It's almost as
You
if I'm
don't, as far
normal.
as I know, really watch GDQ, and yet you've scientifically formulated the most average GDQ donation.
I'm deeply talented. Sorry, continue with the
You
intro.
are. I run the show's social media at soul-mates-podcast.tumblr.com. You can send me an ask about anything at any time, and I'm contractually obligated to reply. You can find me. I don't really do social media, but you can find me at ko-fi.com/asherlark if you like me enough to give me money. And none of that money goes to the show, but the show's money is stored at ko-fi.com/ivyfoxart. We spend money on this project. We earn nothing.
I really enjoyed. None of that money goes to the show. The show's money toward.
I said is stored.
Oh, true. Our music is by Rygaard. Nope, incorrect.
Nope.
Our art is by Rygaard, who you can find on Instagram and not Bandcamp. Our music is by Sueños Electrónicos, who you can find on Bandcamp but not Instagram.
Are you
Actually,
sure?
you can probably find both of them on Instagram.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Anyway, in this season of the show, we're talking about the guys from Arknights and Food Fantasy in an aromatic blend of something paramilitary operators and personified foods. Sorry, it's been literally
exactly
3 months. It's been like over 3 months since we did one of these.
Yeah. Which is more than it is supposed to be.
Yeah, we just had a lot of, like, we went to hell, and then it's mostly that. But
we went to hell.
We went to hell. We determined that snakes are gay. We did a lot of things.
Yeah.
We determined that moms
we had,
are gays.
ISYSWASFHSS.
Uh-huh. But now we're back for the lovers of Arknights and Food Fantasy. A Food Fantasy being a game that I'm told is definitely not dead.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I was doing our regular upkeep on the spreadsheet we keep of all of the characters in Arknights and Food Fantasy to randomize from before this episode. And I saw that they hadn't introduced any new characters, at least on the fandom wiki, since December. They'd only been removing the TBAs from previously announced characters, and I was like, is this game alive? And then I went and looked, and nobody could, like, prove this to me in any way, but I did find, like, 3 different posts in various places from people being like, is this game dead? And other people just going, no. Like, okay.
But they maybe haven't added a new guy since the beginning of the year? Maybe?
I think they have, but I'm not sure if they've added new guys, like, on Chinese. I think they've only added new guys on global.
Yeah, which aren't really new guys.
Those aren't really new guys.
They haven't generated a new guy. Question mark.
So, like, Godspeed, fun toy games.
Yeah. I don't know. Let us know if you know what's happening. Otherwise... Hello. I don't know what I was segueing. Sorry, I'm like a tiny bit not sick, but recovering from sick. So I'm stupid as usual. So nothing's new. Should we just get to eat my guy, which should be pretty short, assuming.
Yeah. I don't. It's our guy this time who we have to eat. Is Monkfish Liver. And if you listen to the last episode 3 months ago and that is sticking in your head at all, which it shouldn't be, I think at the end of that episode, I'm like, I have no idea how I'm gonna eat this guy. And the answer is, Ivy figured it out I did not even really try.
Famously, Ivy
It's
lives
monkfish
in
liver.
Toronto, where you can get literally everything. And this wasn't even that hard to find. Um, I just found it
I
at like a
found a
fancy
place.
Japanese restaurant.
I found a place that maybe used to have it on their menu, which is a fine dining place, so I'm not spending money on. And then I found some sushi places that had it in Oklahoma City, which is not where I live.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I got it at a really fancy Japanese place, for like $12 for like, there appear to be 3
Yeah.
monkfish liver in here. Or 3 slices or whatever. I don't know how
Mhm.
big a monkfish is to like figure out how much
Monkfish are
liver they
fucking
have.
huge.
Okay, so I have 3 slices of probably 1 liver. It was really funny. A couple things were funny about this. One, it just took me a long time to get there because I decided to go out on the streetcar in rush hour because I'm stupid, but also I wanted to sit and read my cute little Yuri. And it was really, really funny going to an incredibly fancy, very popular Japanese restaurant. I got this from... Wait, I forgot. I got this from Zakushi. If you're ever in town and you want to check them out, they seem nice. But it was funny going to a very fancy modern Japanese restaurant and being like, "Hello, can I have 1 tapas?" I also think it's kind of bullshit that this is called a tapas. Like, this is just a side. A tapas is like, but whatever. Fucking rich people love to call any small cold dish a tapas. But I have 3 of them. I have some... Is this soy sauce? Yes. Probably. I have some soy sauce. I have some lemon. So I think I'm gonna do 1 plain, 1 with lemon, and 1 with soy sauce.
Gotcha.
These are also sort of like... They're like cooked but cold. Okay, here we go.
I've sent you a picture of a monkfish, which is ready to be butchered, by the way, just so you can get a sense of how big and ugly they are.
Wow.
They're like huge.
This is fine.
You've had a response to it.
It's like... It kind of doesn't taste like very much. It's cooked in some kind of sauce. It fundamentally doesn't taste very much. It's just like a little bit icky. I mean, it's liver. Liver of most things is like a little bit sort of weird and icky. I used to eat a ton of liver pate as a kid. I don't know if I could deal with that nowadays. But like, okay. Let's try it in the soy sauce. I'm genuinely a little hungry though, so...
Gotta eat it.
It's, you know, it's liver. It's, a little bit springy. Mostly just sort of crumbles to dust. In your mouth, like wet dust, you know what I mean? It's liver. It crumbles to wet dust.
It crumbles to wet dust, it's liver.
You know
I thought
what?
about just getting some liver,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't really want to get a whole thing of liver
You
at the
could probably
grocery
find
store.
some variety of fish liver, but nonetheless.
You really overestimate.
Sorry.
I live in a landlocked location.
And with lemon? Okay, with lemon it's much better. It's a very sort of greasy,
Okay.
sort of basey food. And so like, oh, I'm so sick of it. Oh god. I'm so glad there's no more. Oh, hang on, there's some green onions shreds. Let me throw those in there.
Just eat some straight out green onion,
Uh-huh.
which is what I've been having.
I mean, it's like, you know, it's liver. It's really heavy because it's liver. And it's really, like, a little bit icky because it's liver. And I just, like... This is probably the correct quantity to eat it in. Oh, it's so stuck everywhere in my mouth because it crumbles to wet dust.
because it crumbles to wet dust. You're really selling me on the fact that I shouldn't have gone out of my way to get any monkfish liver.
Yeah, fucking bust all the way to Oklahoma City. Um,
Take the
I can
Greyhound.
see how this is like. Oh my god, it's so stuck everywhere in my mouth. Um,
Food Fantasy says that this fish's liver has been called the foie gras of the sea, so I don't know what your problem is.
It genuinely, you know, it's foie gras.
Mm-hmm.
With a tender
In the
and
sense that it's
succulent
liver.
flavor, much like French goose liver that keeps people coming back for more. Like, it tastes like duck liver, which I've had.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. I think this, like, despite my, like, somewhat bougie upbringing, I just think that liver is kind of gross.
That's fair. I think many people think this.
It's not even like it's not even like this makes me, go bleh. It's just like a little bit overbearing for like reasons that my body sort of intuitively understands that I can't quite like articulate. You know what I mean?
I did a bunch of research on this in lieu of actually eating it. I learned that the sustainability of monkfish fishing is deeply in question, which doesn't surprise me. But onkimo, which is what this is liver rubbed with salt and rinsed with sake, and then rolled into a cylinder and steamed.
Okay.
Usually it's served with scallions, ponzu sauce, and daikon radishes.
Yeah, I've got scallion. Oh, this is shredded radish. And I've also got some seaweed salad that I'm like eating now as a...
Because seaweed salad is delicious, and you should just eat it. There's a San Francisco news article just called "Liver of the Monkfish: A Controversial Delicacy" from 2004.
Great. I'm glad I got something ethically dubious. That's fun.
And those are things I learned about monkfish liver.
It tastes like
it's considered one of the delicacies of Japan.
It's a very like rich person delicacy kind of food. Like, you know how what is it called? You know that steak that's like full of so much fat? What is that called? Oh, that's also Japanese. Wagyu. Wagyu?
Yeah. Wagyu.
Wagyu. You know how that is like actually like kind of gross? Because it just has like an infinite
I've never
amount.
had Wagyu, so I wouldn't know.
I've had a little bit, but mostly this comes from like beef knowing people. Because it just has like so much fat. This has the vibe of like one of those rich people foods where it's like there's something about it that is kind of excessive and that makes it fancy.
Matsusaka beef is specifically the kind of Wagyu that has all of this fat in it.
It has so much fat in it. If you look at it,
I found a
like
picture of it, which is like
pink,
just fully half fat.
Yeah, it's
which
crazy.
Is crazy. Like, this does look kind of inedible.
Anyway, I guess yeah. Anyway, I guess that's Eat My Guy. I ate it. It was fine.
I've ate it.
I
made scallion pancakes earlier, and they were pretty good.
Scallion, it goes with the thing.
It goes with the thing.
If
I didn't know this at the time, but
if I actually went to Zakushi, I would, order this as a tapas for the table and eat like one of them.
Monkfish liver for the table.
But jamming 3 of those in a row, well, sort of like under pressure, was a lot for me. It's really heavy. Ugh. Anyway,
drink some water.
I got you. Anyway, that's Eat My Guy.
That's Eat My Guy. And the guy in question, a heterosexual couple. The guy in question, sort of the concept of Bloodborne. The guy in question needs to eat your liver,
Uh-huh. Wait, is that in the
is what I've
lore?
learned from the voice lines. The voice lines are things like, hand it over, your liver, hand it over. Could it be
Interesting.
if we had more livers, Hinako would get better? Spirits come from the divine. The liver holds blood, and in the blood resides the spirit. So eating liver is a good thing.
Yeah, this is kind of a like my organic garden kind of situation, I think, where
Oh
he's
yeah,
trying to like
100%.
use flesh to turn this doll into a real girl. Um,
Quick shout out, by the way, to Forget Me Not My Organic Garden by Cavi House. A really good game, which I think people
really
should play,
good
because I
game.
really like Cavi House.
Yeah. Um, but like,
The most overstimulating game.
uh-huh.
That's not true. That's unbeatable. Um,
Jesus Christ. Um, anyway, I just need to like get this out of my system because I'm a nerd. But this guy is just kind of like the essence of Bloodborne.
mhm,
He's sort of like a gaunt, sort of like celestial man who's like reaching for the impossible. He has a winter
mhm.
lantern, and he has a doll who's his little weird guy. That's all.
Mhm.
But as far as this art goes, I actually quite like this piece of art. I think it's quite pretty.
Yeah. I think it's more interesting than I gave it credit for the first time I saw it. Mostly it's just that I think sometimes the art in food fantasy, like the backgrounds on these ultra rares, don't do them any favors.
Uh huh.
Um, it's like the background is overwhelming and nothing. It's just a lot of motes of light and streaks and shit, and I'm like, I don't really, there's not anything happening. I don't really care.
Sure.
Um, but I like the way that the little girl here seems to like emit the light, and so he's just like the light source that hits him all comes from her. It's a pretty good
Mm.
effect.
Mm. Yeah, I just like I love the contrast between these two. It's a really well
Mm-hmm.
like composed, that's the word. Um it's a really well composed image of two people. Um he is very like plain with his just like simple white robes and his like fancy but very basic outer robe with these like just like blue with gold stripes.
Yeah,
And he's very kind of like long.
he
Everything that comes
is.
off of him is like a long string, like the stripes on this on this outer robe, or like the strings that he's literally holding her up by, and he's incredibly long. Don't think about how
Mm-hmm.
long his legs are. Don't think about it. Do
I'm
not
not
think
thinking about
about
it.
an elephant. Do not think about an
Okay,
elephant.
I find this
Um
incredibly easy.
Meanwhile, she is very small. And she's very round. All of everything on her is like
Yeah.
these like round little bubble shapes. From
Mm-hmm.
like the detailing on the sleeves, to like these clouds, to these flowers. It's not like one singular pattern. It's just sort of like the concept of sort of like roundness and softness, represented in a couple different ways. Um, and she's very red and he's very blue. But she has like little bits of his blue on her, like
Mm-hmm.
seeping from her head or her heart, which I think is great. It's just like it's
Yeah.
really thoughtfully well balanced. If you knew like nothing about this guy, I think looking at this image would tell you everything you need to know. And so it's like
Mm-hmm.
a little bit perfect.
Yeah. I'm trying to identify what part of this image is monkfish liver. Um, Part of it I know is this like, the hale and hearty liver will fix my doll girl. Which is fair. Um, but the other part of it, I believe, is this lantern on a twig that she's holding, which is all like blood vessel-y and like
Uh-huh.
all of the sinew that has to be taken out of the liver before you can cook it. Um, really evocative object. I feel like this, you know where I've seen this? I was
Bloodborne.
like, where have I
Sorry.
seen this exact object before? And it's that it looks like the pendulum blooms from Infinity Nikki that you have to crush with your gigantification outfit. Um,
Are those
in
winter
order to get at the thing
lanterns?
inside.
I don't think so. Huh. I see.
I was like, I don't know. I don't know why these would share any kind of similarity, but
Uh-huh.
regardless.
I get what you mean
Yeah.
also. Sorry, you can finish.
No, you go.
Also like the fruit inside the lantern is like the fruit slash light ball is like, you know, the secret succulent liver in there. Um yeah, I think that the winter lantern is a good goes well with the puppet metaphor. I mean, winter lanterns are a classic Japanese and also just like global symbol of like something spooky is going on because they're spooky.
Yeah.
But like
I don't know. That's
what he
scary.
wants for her is for her to be this sort of like skeletal being with a little heart of gold in it. Um and it functions quite nicely.
I I do like the description of him that they have on this wiki page, which says that he uses this little girl doll to attract fallen angels, which by the way, I don't think we've ever addressed this.
Uh-huh.
Fallen angels are the names of the like evil corrupted food souls that you fight in food fantasy. It's crazy that they're called fallen angels. I've never thought about it until this moment. Um but he uses his scary little girl doll to attract fallen angels and then, quote, kills them in cruel fashion. Which is how I feel about Ivy going to get monkfish liver for the podcast and then eating it and then being like, oh. Although I guess in this case you were attracted by the scary man and not the little girl. I like
Huh.
the flowers, like the spots of blue flowers on her head and chest, because they there's something about them which is like extremely, like something is spilling out of her, um which feels right with her whole like, I, you know, with more blood we can fix her.
Uh-huh.
um
Yeah, I think I used
Yeah,
spilling.
I don't know that I like this one quite as much as you do, but I do think it has something to it. It's
I
just like,
I
it's
think
just the whole image is a little bit overwhelming for
yeah,
me.
yeah, I think that when I zoom out and I like look at the image of as a whole, I'm like, it has like some degree of like overall composition. You know, you sort of like swoop like down his gaze and then around like these butterflies lead you down and then
But
you
it
go
feels like
back
they
up.
should be more centrally located than they are, is one thing.
Yeah, like that's weird. And like overall, like the balance of the whole image doesn't work perfectly. Um,
Your eye is consistently, I'm finding, drawn to the lantern, which draws you very significantly away from where you actually should be looking.
I'm gonna go to the gallery and I'm gonna see if they have this without the background. Oh, they
They
do.
probably do.
Oh, this is much better, actually.
Yeah, it's way nicer without the
It's way
background,
nicer
yeah.
without the background. Um, but like
It's
the
still a little left heavy slash it should be more central, but
yeah. I don't know. This is a food fantasy thing. It loves to just like throw a bunch of fabric whooshes on one part of the image. Um,
mm-hmm.
Regardless, I think that although this overall image is like a little bit like disappointing, One, I have basically no illustration gripes. There's not that much to like fawn over, just because this is kind of in their very standard, sort of like Chinese gotcha illustration style. I feel like I almost recognize this artist. Um, and the art is like
The
good.
artist link is on there.
The art is like
Yeah.
good, but not like phenomenal. Um, but regardless of those things, I just think it's such a good I think it's such a well executed character piece. Um that it like it's and it's a character piece. So it has to
Mhm.
it has to get decent points from me for that. It's just like such a good execution of telling you what's up with these characters in like a compelling and spooky way. Look at them like
This is the guy who did
almost
Sea Bream.
yeah. Oh,
I'm I'm I'm
that
looking
makes
at this
so
artist to
much
see
sense.
what other stuff
Yeah, yeah,
he's
that
done
makes
that we've
so much
seen.
sense. Um,
It's just that, I believe, but
okay.
yeah.
Um, yeah. But like the fact that they're almost holding hands, the fact that like, he has the puppet strings, but like she kind of also might be puppeting her. It's like it's just
Oh
all
yeah,
around
some of them
like a
yeah.
good spooky image of two spooky guys, and it's very, very clear what's up with these guys. And so
Mhm.
I have to respect it for that.
I can appreciate it. Um
I think
I think
composition wise, Ascended is better.
Ascended, I was gonna say Ascended is better compositionally. I think the background is much less of a problem for me, even though there's like more happening, just because there's like a compositional thing happening.
Hmm.
But I think the art itself is worse. Um, if only just because like I think Monkfish Liver the guy, which it's crazy that one of them is Hinako and the other one is Monkfish Liver.
Uh-huh.
Though I guess this would be on chemo. Um but he looks like his expression is just kind of
Yeah, I kind
I
of
mean, it
don't
doesn't help that he
know.
has the scary ghost eyes, but his
Sure.
like the line of his mouth is also just a lot for me
Uh-huh.
in how little it is.
Uh-huh.
Um and then like she I think suffers a lot from just being a mess of patterns rather than having this super clear like her big red scary eyes.
Uh-huh.
Um her looking like Yoshihide from Limbus Company. Um, Instead, she's just like, I don't know. She looks weirdly totally different here than she did in the last one. And I think it's just all the way that her hair lays and the fact that her eyes are closed.
Yeah, I mean, to speak briefly on the composition before we move on, it's like what I appreciate with this image is that now it's like doing something more purposeful with all that like dead space on the left. It still is a similar, still is the same basic thing where they're very right heavy. But on the last image, the left is just kind of like, I don't know, it's sort of it's Butterfly Town, I guess. In this one, it's like they are going to the left, and so they need to be to the right, so they have like a part of the image that they are going towards.
Mm
And that just like makes it feel more balanced. The lantern like is now a lantern, like it is leading the way, and so it all just sort
hmm.
of
Mm hmm.
clicks in your brain better. um
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
The
trying to
whole image is leading towards that point
I think that
in a way
like
that makes a lot more sense.
oh my god, what's her name? Himiko?
Hinako.
Hinako. Oh, Hinako. um yeah, I they it's a couple of things I think that are throwing it with Hinako. um One is that I think this dress looks a little bit better from the side because it's a little bit more blocked. Um,
Mm hmm.
but also if you flip between the two images, they've made this red way darker. which I think does not help. I think it doesn't help the image in general. It makes her look sort of more mature, which is kind of interesting, but like it also makes the contrast of her whole outfit go way down. Because the red
Mm-hmm.
is just not contrasting with this like black or dark gray um very much anymore. And so it's
Yeah.
it's not incomprehensible. And this one there's some decent, like I love how this like very top, like I this probably is a name, but to me it looks like just wearing a big doily. This black big doily
Yeah,
that
yeah,
she's
yeah,
wearing
yeah,
over her
yeah.
robes. The way that sort of like comes off of the robes and sort of like flutters around and clearly is this very light little accoutrement, is really nice. Um, I agree with you. I think his face is way less compelling, but the posing is still very good.
Mm-hmm.
I like how much agency she seems to have in her hand poses. That's very spooky. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and like you know, she's guiding him along, but if you look and pay attention down below, she is just like suspended in midair.
Yeah.
It's got the spooks. It's got good
I do
spooks.
like how much more this one emphasizes how much smaller she is.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's just little. I was looking at some of the chibis of him in his gallery, and I
Oh
do like when they
yeah.
draw him in art just like holding her up
Uh-huh.
like a little baby.
Oh my god, this is like the most complicated in-game sprite I've ever seen from this game. Um,
Yeah, they're always
it's
doing
just
this.
got two guys.
It's
Um,
just got two different guys.
Anyway, I don't actually have that much to say about the. Also, you know, I think the again, I like where the lantern is positioned in the composition. Putting the lantern over a pattern heavy part of her robes is like crazy. It drives me crazy
Yeah.
looking at that part of the image. There's just like so much noise.
It's so overwhelming. I think my last thing to mention is just that I have no idea why they have the ginkgo leaves on any of this, but I do always find them charming just because I like them.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
Good for them.
They're
And then
Japanese.
they have a dream picnic.
And then they have a dream picnic. Oh, they do. Oh, this one's quite fun
It's
actually.
it's really nice. I mean, if only because like it's really nice to have a nice sort of wish fulfillment y image for this sort of sad and scary guy.
Uh-huh.
Um, I do. I can't say that. Um,
Uh-huh.
no, I can. He looks like Kirito in Sword Art Online season 4. Um,
Sure.
you know,
Only I know what you mean by this, so it's fine.
yeah. Um, he's so long in this image. Holy shit. I just processed how long his torso
The
is.
thing is that he's actually less long than he is in the first image. You just
He
sort of
looks like a
can't
fucking
tell.
mantis.
Uh-huh. I'm dying to talk about these shoes. Look at how fucking avant-garde these dress shoes are. What the fuck? These are
I
like
I think I just get freaked out when I see people in dress shoes with no socks.
uh-huh. First
Um,
of all, he's not wearing socks. I mean, he looks like he's in women's shoes. Like these look like
yeah,
women's
exactly.
shoes because they expose parts of your foot. And he's not
Mhm.
wearing socks as if he's wearing women's shoes.
It's
And
also
which is like
this
good
game
for
is
him.
so chaste because of censorship.
Uh-huh.
Um, that I like I feel like this should be a feet image with this shoe design, but it isn't because he's wearing
I
shoes.
feel like this should be a shoe image or feet image.
You know? Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. All of the very chaste people that we know whenever they see a woman in her bare feet. I feel like this should be a shoe image.
He looks
Mean to
good. Like
them. He
I
does.
think this outfit is like normal, but it's very effective and nice. He's just wearing like a nice Fucking
Yeah.
his upscale peasant slops.
I
Um,
it's the thing that it um is that it's like it's a nice outfit that he's like mussed up. Like
mhm,
these are genuinely like he has nice slacks, he has nice shoes, and he has like a dress shirt on as if he's like going on a date. But the dress
mhm,
shirt being unbuttoned and just like hanging lankily over his like this kind of shitty little undershirt is like really good mood setting.
mhm.
Um,
It's kind of Ivy style, but it's kind of not.
uh-huh.
Not I don't mean you. I mean the fashion movement of Ivy style.
I see. Um, and then Hinako? Hinako. Um,
Yep. Her eyes are
Hinako.
closed again, but I don't really mind this time. She's just having a nice time. She's so fluffy.
Well, the thing that's like really compelling about this one to me, is that this one is titled Dream Date. Um, and they're interacting less than they've ever been. And she
dream
looks
dream picnic.
dream picnic, and she looks more like a doll than she ever has somehow. Like she's
Yeah.
just
I think the
lying
fact that you
there
can see
limply.
both of her feet tucked under her contributes to this.
Uh-huh. But like in the other ones, like the thing that really sells like her as a character and her as a horror object is that her hands are always doing things with a lot of intent. In this one her hand is literally, first of all, her hand looks like shit and I don't know why. But it's also just kind of lying there limply, and it's like, and he's so sad. And like the idea that he
Mhm.
has like a dream picnic about them having a picnic, and in the picnic she's still a doll or even more of a doll, is like
Mhm.
really affecting. Like that's quite good.
Yeah, this image is so surprisingly scary for how
It's
like
it's
nice it
it
looks.
slaps. I mean, it's all I want to talk about the background also, because I think the background
Yeah,
kind of whips. Like look at
it's really
how
beautiful.
fucked these flowers are. These like dandelions that they're sitting in.
Yeah, they
They
look
look
almost like they're sitting on a photo bashed
I they
collage of
really
like
they really do. It looks like they're in
Madoka
freaking,
Magica
yeah, I was
flowers.
gonna say it looks like they're in freaking like Madoka Magica or like Paprika. Um,
Yeah.
it's really unsettling as an effect. Um, and then this like background of this like crumbling fence that like makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is like,
Everything being slightly diagonal feels more Dutch angle and less gotcha slop
yeah,
in this
because
image.
he's straight up.
Yeah,
Um, and
but the forest is tilting away.
yeah, and the forest sort of like fades out at like weird and uncanny points.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's like ugh, the thing that we should never really talk about on the podcast. But I love existing in a land of knowing that this isn't AI generated, and I can look at this fucked up fence and be like, this fucked up
Fucking A,
fence
yeah.
is like disturbingly weird and upsetting, and not have to like worry
I
about
I
it.
was literally looking at a part of the base image earlier and I was like I've been doing too much like work for my job that involves looking at AI images and being like where are the tells that I'm like oh this pattern looks weird fuck
Uh-huh.
stop
It's like that on
turn
purpose.
off
Uh-huh. It's like that on purpose because this background is supposed to be extremely weird. I like how
mm-hmm thank
pastoral the
god
fence is on the right where she is, and then as you get to the part of the image where he is, it's just like completely falling apart. It's really good
yeah
actually. It's like
his
genuinely,
expression is like really good in this one.
yeah.
And I like the fact that you can't see his hands,
Mm-hmm.
um, which have always been like puppeting her up to this point. You can't see them at all, and there's no visible strings anywhere. But she is completely limp, but there's really no way to know whether or not, you know, he has his hand on the strings at all. This is a really good scary image.
It's a really good. I generally, I've had, maybe except for this one, which, whatever. to be too picky. I
Mhm.
genuinely feel very positive about Monkfish Liver. Like, I think Monkfish Liver
Yeah.
is like a great concept, and they generally execute it very well. And even the little flaws, I'm like willing to be like, you gotta frame the gotcha image within the frame, whatever. Um,
Mhm. Gets scary.
That's scary, honestly. TBH. But coming away from Monkfish Liver feeling much more positive than I came away from Monkfish Liver. Both of them are kind of conceptually scary, though, so, they got that
So
right.
true. The moderately unethical monkfish farming.
Uh-huh.
Um, want to look at a different guy?
So, if you'll remember over 3 months ago at the end of the last episode, we rolled this guy, who is savage, and I said, I don't like this guy. And
This
I
is
stand by this. This is like,
this
what,
is
she's like one of,
Savage from Arknights.
I think you might get her through like not the gotcha pull. Like I think this might be a 5 star that you get some by default somehow. Um, but I
Possible.
always think that she looks like shit and she is scary. I just don't. I
she
don't know,
she's given
man.
out on anniversary events.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. I knew I like got her somehow, and I was like, I don't know if I want this. Um,
I don't like her either. I like my initial impression of her was like, oh, that's like boring. But then the more that you look at her, the more this like breaks down. She's another guy who I find scary, but like not, I know it's not on
she's not
purpose,
supposed to
so
be.
that's bad.
It's like I'm just gonna go down the list.
Yeah,
Um,
go ahead.
One, her face. We're just looking at default savage. I can't believe
Yeah,
how many savages there are. Um, Her face is
we gotta knock through him
so
quick.
blank and frightening. Um, and I'm like,
It's made up of so few lines
I'm
and
like, it's
shapes.
yeah. There's like nothing there. And
It's like
her
been partially
eyes are
erased.
like blank. It's so I know she's supposed to have like gray eyes and that's supposed to be sexy, but mostly I'm just like,
Her
scary.
tiny pupils.
And then her outfit is like nothing. It's just like sort
Mm-hmm.
of generic sort of Arc Knights like fucking Miltech Mountain Equipment Co-op layers, and then she's got like a little bit of a slit dress cuz she's sexy. But if we follow down to
Can
the
we talk
slit
about
dress,
her fucking boot thigh squish?
her thighs, just her thighs are so big compared to every other part of her body. It's like
And yet she doesn't
scary.
and yet they're not nearly thick enough. How can
It's
this be?
her thighs are like as thick as her waist. It's like what peptides is she on? Like what's going on?
I know she's supposed to kind of have like scary bunny legs, so I understand the
I
like
I mean, I guess.
the thing that is happening with her legs. I don't even mind her really like, thick calves
Uh-huh.
and tiny feet. I think the impression is like okay. I just really wish that these shoes were consistent and interesting in any way.
They are just kind of like they look like they're
They're
being
just
rendered on the
blobs.
Nintendo 64.
Yeah. This whole image feels a little bit unfinished in a way that Arknight's images sometimes do. Like, they
Yeah.
sometimes just leave that shit in, and that's
Uh-huh.
fine. But this one feels like they didn't do a final pass on it at all. This is like, if you ever go to the Limbus Company wiki and you look at the fucking, like, assets that were taken out of the game, the fucking, like, promo pre-release beta assets, and you look at this like storyboard sketch versions of the ending credits images for Kantos 1 through 3. This is such a specific reference. That's what she looks like.
Uh-huh. And like look at how Look at how weightless this hammer looks. I kind of appreciate
Yeah.
this hammer. I appreciate how it's actually proportioned how a real hammer would be instead of being like a massive chonker. I don't mind a massive chonker, of course.
uh,
But it's sort of like a realistically built weapon, except like what's this weird like does it have a flashlight? Like what's this attachment?
it looks like a roller from Splatoon.
It does look like a roller from Splatoon.
That is the only thing I can see when I look at it.
You're not yeah, and that's where the paint is stored. But like the way that she's holding it is like, and I think the shadow on the backdrop weirdly doesn't help with this, but she's
Hmm.
holding it as if it weighs like half a pound, right?
As much as a house paint roller.
Yeah. And it's like, it makes it look like cosplay. I mean, it even does kind of just look like a broom handle with a thing with a piece of foam stuck on the top of it.
Like a house paint roller.
Yeah. But like, and it's just like not, like, I just don't. It's the overall of effect of the image. It's like they're trying to they're trying to do this like weird like mild dominatrix thing, I guess, with like the opera
Are they?
gloves. I mean, she's got opera gloves and thigh high
I
boots and a thigh
guess.
slit, and it's like I guess she's supposed to be mommy, but she's supposed to be
No,
auntie,
she
right? Isn't
isn't.
she? Isn't she Amiya's quote unquote aunt? Um,
Is she Amiya's aunt? I thought she was like Amiya's cousin.
in the story, there she befriended a young Amiya to a point where she was treated as her quote unquote aunt. Um,
Oh yeah, that's what she is. Okay.
and so she's supposed to be like auntie, but like I don't know,
She's
man.
so
Mostly I just don't like her
hmm.
very much.
I keep looking at her hand that's closest to the end of the hammer and being like, that's smooth.
It's so smooth.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're definitely trying to do this. Wow, her Elite 2 is much worse.
Uh-huh. Oh my
There's nothing
god.
interesting happening in it. There's a bunny rabbit that's like electric and melting, but it's tiny
Wow.
for some
Okay.
reason. She's just
Pause.
in some rubble, and also they make her look like porn.
Yeah. First
No
of
other
all,
Arknight's image has ever looked like this.
I will address the electric rabbit. This electric rabbit does kind of look awesome. It's got like
It
weirdly
looks like
good.
basil.
It does kind of look like basil. But it's got like weirdly good like specular lighting. Um,
Yeah, and the chubbiest cheeks in the
but
entire
like
world.
wow, she looks like she is porn. This is the
Look at the
most
like armpit area. That shit's crazy.
this is the most like join my Patreon for the uncensored version image that I've ever
Right.
seen in Arknights. You're right.
And also, it looks unfinished.
Why does her
Look at her
face?
hair on the end where goes
Yeah,
into the
what?
background and how it's just like erased into the lines, but not very well.
Why is like oh my god, I can't stop. The image wants me to look at her boobs so badly. Oh my god, her thighs are crazy. They're just like rippling
Yeah,
with
her
muscles that don't
thighs are
exist.
crazy. It's oh my god. Also, her face is
Her
still
face looks
bad.
like
They
shit.
removed even more from it.
Her face look at how wide apart her eyes are. Look at how
She's
far
a fucking prey animal.
look at how far to the side her left eye is.
Oh my god, and
What
it's
the
so far
fuck?
down her
I
face.
know. Why does
Her
and I
like
why
fake
is
open mouth that's
yeah,
like
she's
just
doing
a dot of paint that got left on the image is
yeah,
crazy.
she has a porn like open mouth but like not but it looks bad.
Her arms are completely disproportionate in a way that I'm no longer okay with. Look at the twig of her left arm. Look at that shit. That's
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Well, the thing is that like they
This picture of her hammer is just like from the last image. Fucking Control C, Control
wait, it
V, and
might
then put
actually
some
be.
lighting on it.
Uh-huh. It's like the armpit area has so much like muscle and fat definition, and then you get like past this lock of hair, and it's just like smooth town. She is
Yeah.
tube. What if
Look
women
at
were
her little
tubes?
pinstripe skirt and how fucking messy it
Why
is.
does it look like shit? And then this background has this thing that like early Arknights does sometimes, where it's like super gent. super geometric and like pseudo
Uh-huh.
photorealistic, and I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. God, she looks so bad. I've honestly never
She
looked
looks
at this
awful. She's not in a
image.
location and she has a tiny bunny.
This is one of the Savage images that I've never looked at. So I didn't know that I could dislike her even more. Um
This is truly one of the worst maybe the worst Arknight's image we've seen, and it's not
Look
close.
at this like deviant art ass shading on her left like thigh and boot. Like
I mean, it's on her boobs too.
why
Just
like
like put a little highlight on whatever you want the people to look at.
yeah. I don't know, man.
Crazy. Her skin one 300 meters underground is like a real finished image. So I'm going to go look at that.
Uh-huh.
This is an image that someone made and completed it. It still looks like Savage, so like I kind of still don't like it that much. She these boots are still like married to, and her general outfit shape is like married to the original
Oh,
thing that she
this
is. You can kind of see her whole ass.
uh-huh.
Um
So
but like I
this
like her
oh,
weapon
sorry.
more. This image is done. It looks like it's illustrated the same way as Dungeon Meshi. It's just really funny. Um and like she has an expression, and she's I don't really know what this image is otherwise about or implying, but you know, it's an improvement.
I will say that the person who did the base in Elite 2 didn't do any of these skins. Um
That makes sense.
but like yeah, the images of Savage that I see the most are her base and this one which is in the skin shop all the time. Um
Mhm.
and I I don't know. She's too I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like under normal circumstances, I might be like I appreciate them putting in like a chubby bunny girl.
Mhm.
But she almost feels a little bit sort of inflation-y in a way that I can't quite define and that sort of upsets me whenever I look at her body in this image. Um she still doesn't really have any particular outfit on. I like this illustration style. I think it
Yeah,
looks
it's really
nice.
pretty.
It's really pretty. Her face is like real now and it looks nice. She's
Thank God.
cute.
It's lit.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say something, and I apologize to this like real person who I'm dunking on, who is no longer a member of Hypergriff, the company.
Uh-huh.
Left to work on a project of his own, it says. I'm looking at every single image that he's credited for on here, and they all look bad.
Um
He did several of the robots. I like the robots. Literally all I can say for it. He
yeah,
only drew women that look like porn.
I don't hate you know, I don't hate Liscarm. Um like,
Liskarm
whatever.
is fine, and the Liskarm outfit he did is fine.
Uh-huh. But for the most part, it's not my favorite artist in the game.
Not
Um,
really, no.
but like,
Truly, no offense, my man.
uh-huh.
He's not listening to this, but I apologize. I just think that your anime girls look like shit.
Ha! Why are their eyes so wide apart? Um,
Yeah, whatever.
anyway, nonetheless, this artist is fine. I still
I
am
like the
sort of like,
soundproofing material that she has on the right side of her.
yeah, I don't know
I
what's
can
up with
only see
that.
this as like sound studio foam.
Uh-huh. Her hammer is nice, but sort of nothing to write home about. I do like how the smashing edge has a bunch of like gamer LEDs
Yeah,
um
good for her.
on it for some reason. That's fun.
I also
Um
don't understand why like they look rubber, her boots, and then they just have these little like four holes in them at the
yeah, and
top.
then they're sort
What's
of
up with
like
that?
they've got like a gamer LED garter and I don't know what's up with
Yeah,
that.
and
Does
then
it
her skirt is open in such a way that you can see her whole
you can
ass.
see her whole ass and it's weirdly flat. right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why
Which
she
doesn't make
has
sense because she
no
has the biggest
ass.
legs in the world.
Yeah, and also, like, I keep wanting to look at this image and be like, the gray part to the left of her name tag is like part of her body, and thus she is like reasonably proportioned. But that is not
No.
true. That is the cape behind her. And so she is like, she genuinely looks corseted. Like the way that her boobs
Yeah.
are sitting looks like she is wearing a corset. And like that would be cool if that isn't was that if that was intentional, but it's more of this weird like Savage has all these like weird hallmarks of like dominatrix without really committing to it,
Yeah.
and so it like feels very odd. Um
She's too, like, happy yay girl. She's
She's
too
very
hashtag
happy.
girl.
She's very girl. I don't
I
know. This image is
I like all the
better.
extra, like, Miltech stuff they put on her in this image. It's just that I don't think she looks that good.
Yeah, this image is better. She looks better. They're sort of approaching the concept of also her position, her like feet positioning on this big chunk of crystal freak me out. She looks like she's about to slip.
This
Um
background looks great, I do want to say.
this background does look great.
It looks fantastic.
And like compositionally the image is nice. It's like I'm
Yeah.
just like I don't know, she scares me. But I
Yeah, I
genuinely
think you
have
would be kinder
not
on this image if it wasn't Savage.
I genuinely have not seen these next two images. So I'm
Um,
let's take a look. Secret
I'm
family
scared.
recipe.
Secret family recipe.
She's gonna spill
Colon,
that
I'm
all over the
scared?
floor.
No, girl.
Why did they
Why
why
have they created one character in Arknights to assign sex object to?
there were other sex objects in Arknights,
There are,
but
but this is Kavi.
she is yeah, I feel so vindicated in describing her initially as the
You were
Kavi of
completely
Arknights.
right.
She's the
I
Kavi of
cannot
Arknights.
this is so much more of a chaste image than her base, by the way. Like,
Is it?
they covered up her cleavage with with her little fucking necktie.
Yeah, you have
Um
to subscribe to their Patreon to get the cleavage.
and yet she's whisking a bowl of white cream.
She I think that that statement was crazy, and you will take it back by the end of this image.
Okay.
In the first image, that her boobs, your eye is not really drawn towards her boobs at all. In this image, her boobs are extremely prominent, and they're like
Mhm.
straining at her shirt and apron, and like yes, her
She
cleavage
is
is
wearing a
covered up,
tube top and nothing underneath.
but her cleavage is covered up by like the tie of her apron in a way that I don't think is chaste. I think it's cheeky. Um
That's fair.
you can also see just like if you really like, Blade Runner zoom in and enhance, you can see just the top of her cleavage, right? You can just see like the
Mhm.
start of of the right edge of the left boob. Um from stage. Um,
They want her to be the oh my god, I can't remember her name even though we did a whole episode on her. The silver-haired mommy.
um,
Sawako?
Sawako, yes.
They want her to be Sawako,
They want her
but
to be
she's Kavi.
Sawako, but she's Kavi. Her face is kind of upsetting in this one. I don't know why. She just looks
Yeah.
odd.
She's
Um,
made of a soft dough.
she is made of a soft dough. I feel like this is one of those images that really wants you to think that she's not wearing any underwear. Um,
I
the
mean, it seems so.
This is a socks image, but like I
Shout out
also
socks.
think not in a chaste way. She's sort of, sliding around the house in socks sexily kind of way. Um, my main issue with this image is like you're initially like, okay, she's in a cute little kitchen scene, cute. And then you look at her more and more, and not only do you realize that she's whisking a bowl of cum, um,
Mhm.
but you look more at her outfit and you're like, actually, she has like 30 things on for some reason.
She
She,
is wearing an apron, a tube top, detached sleeves, a necktie. This back thing, which I cannot parse, with which also has a big bow
She's wearing like
and her nothing garter.
she's wearing for also her garter is made of pastry. Her garter is a sugar twist. Like, what's up with that? But she has at
Ow.
least 3 things on her back. Maybe more? Wait, hang on. I'm gonna decode this because, like, okay, if you look just to the right of her, like towards the camera arm, she has
Uh,
like a rope
yeah, that
there.
gray thing I cannot figure out.
Like, I assume it's like a one of those like rope bows, if that makes
Sure.
sense. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then also she's got this like, oh my god, her ass is massive. Once you
She does have a
process the
massive
dimensions
ass.
of her ass, it's
And she
like,
has a massive thigh gap.
do you think she has a massive thigh gap?
It's not like a thigh gap where you like look at an image of a woman standing up and you could fit like your whole hand in between her thighs.
Uh-huh.
Um, but she is positioned in such a way that you're meant to be like, wow, she has such wide hips.
Uh-huh. Her ass is huge, but sitting on
'Cause
her
she's
ass
mommy.
is this like brown scarf. And then for some reason she has these metal canisters. I don't know what's up with that.
I
That
don't
are
know what
attached
those
via
are.
this like teal ribbon. But
I don't know what
then
that is.
she has this striped ribbon, and then she has this scarf that I have no idea where this scarf is coming from or where
I
it's
don't know
attached
what
to.
that is.
Right? Like, it's crazy.
I don't know what any of this
It
shit
kind
is.
of has a
The
good,
background of this image looks great. It looks like a beautiful painting of a model home.
yeah, and it's got all these cute little bunnies who are doing cute little things.
They have
The
pancakes, a thing that she doesn't really seem to be making because she's not making
I
anything.
guess she's whipping cream for the pancakes
For nothing.
for nothing. I don't know.
She's whipping cream for nothing.
I mean, I love how this background is painted.
Look at this
Like,
beautiful
it's,
fume hood above the range.
yeah, and just like look at this look at the dish drying rack.
It's
Um
great.
it's
It
so like
casts its own shadow on the tile floor.
yeah, but it's so like beautifully sort of expressionistly rendered. It's really nice. Um and then it's like, and oh my god,
It's
look
fish-eyed
at
in
the
a lovely
range.
way.
Look at those like fucking 1980s expressionist painting lines on that range. That's awesome.
It's
And then in the
beautiful, and
middle
she's
of this
here
beautiful painting is
slutting it up.
porno mommy with 80 ribbons. Sorry, auntie, not mommy.
Porno auntie. Yeah.
Porno auntie ribbon time, doo da doo da.
Doo-da,
Porno
doo-da.
auntie
Anyone know
ribbon
what that
time.
song is?
Does anyone know what that song is? Anyway, I don't have anything else to say about this. It's a beautiful painting that she happens to be in.
So true.
It's really pretty, actually. I don't want to stop looking at it, but I have to sort of like guide my eye carefully around her.
I'm looking at the other illustrations from this person. And they did get like maybe the second horniest person on staff to do the rest of her illustrations.
Sure, which I think is fair.
Like you might as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
They've also done like a character who has like some normal Arknights shit going on.
Yeah,
So like credit to them.
I'm not like anti-horny. I'm just like, I
It's
don't,
fine.
these images are, I don't know. Should we look at Yet Another Autumn, which is strangely normal?
They're on. They're in a vehicle.
They're in car.
Yeah,
What
I
is,
can't
wait,
really
what is this
parse it.
vehicle? It looks like they're at Jurassic Park and they're in like a Range Rover.
Yeah, Doctor is driving car. Amia is there. And she
Uh-huh.
is there as though they've just gotten married and she's pregnant with her first child.
Really funny that like you are in this image. Like, you the player
I
are
don't
in this
wanna
image.
be.
I
You gotta get me out of my honeymoon car train with two wheels.
I think it might be a
The ginkgo is
three-wheeler?
back.
It is ginkgo. Um, I don't
It's
know.
beautiful. I she's I don't know how to express this. Does she not look like she's pregnant with their first child in this image?
She does. I mean, she's
I
not
don't know how to
showing
express
yet.
why. Maybe it's
Um,
just that the fabric is so sheer, or that this is
oh my
such a,
god, the
like,
fabric is so
honeymoon
sheer.
dress.
Uh-huh. She has such big
Or the big hat where it's, like,
bonkers.
matronly.
Uh-huh. Or her big bonkers.
Or her big fucking
Her
badonkers.
big babonka
Or the fact that she
chunkers.
has more tummy in this image than she'll ever be allowed to show again in her life.
Uh-huh. I feel
And
like her
she's
feet.
looking sort of at these glowing birds like,
Uh-huh.
yay.
I feel like her feet look weirdly uncomfortable in these shoes.
That
Um,
makes sense.
I think that she largely looks fine. Like, I think this is kind of a nice dress. I think she's fit
She's so
fine.
long.
She doesn't look like Savage at all.
I was gonna
No part
say
of her looks
she's
like Savage.
indistinguishable. She barely even has the black tips of her ears. She's indistinguishable except for the fact that she is a bunny with gray hair.
Yeah, this
This
is
is a
just like a
different woman.
different.
This is Savage's mom.
Yeah, this is Bunny Sawako. Like, now we're
Like
Sawako.
100%.
This image also,
Amiya
like,
looks 12.
I was gonna say, this image sort of upsets me because it's an image.
She's
It's
pregnant with their second child. The first child was Amiya.
I was gonna say, this is the rare Arknights image that reminds you that Amiya is a child. And I don't like it when they do this, because I don't like
No.
remembering this fact. Makes
No.
the whole thing kind of weird. Is it Amiya's
Yeah.
genuinely like 16, right?
I'm checking real quick, but I think so.
I'm pretty sure she's 16.
Age 14 to
Yeah.
19.
Oh, okay. Fair.
It's unclear.
She might just get older during the story, but yeah, it's like, it's like I, the player character,
No, she does get older. She's 14 years old when you meet her.
I, the player character, am married to fucking Savage, and we're taking like a family vacation. Um,
Yeah.
it's this is like the intro to Spirited Away. Except
Yeah.
except the parents are you, the player, and Savage, and Amiya's
And
meant to
the
have a
first, like,
wonderful
30
Japanese
minutes,
mythology
there
experience.
was 30 minutes of pre-roll that was just a porno.
It's like Studio Ghibli started doing like Pixar shorts. But they're pornos.
Fuck me. I mean, listen, no one will be able to blame us for any of the things we've said here, because we are right.
Uh-huh.
This shit's
It's
crazy. I
so
think this
sad that
background is incomprehensible, so I can't compliment it like normal.
um that's so
Why are the
sad that I
birds
can't
glowing?
put the word pornos in the episode title. Um
We keep doing this.
keep doing this. I don't know. That all that being said, I do think that the background being weird makes me think Spirited Away, because like it's like twisting weirdly, and it's really kind of off-putting.
They're in a
Um,
three-wheeled vehicle where the driver's side has a bunch of stickers on the console, but the console only extends, like, just past the steering wheel.
uh-huh. I think the way that this ginkgo tree is drawn is really beautiful. Um,
Yeah, sure.
and I think that like it's so fucked up. The way the Doctor is painted, and the way that Savage is painted, and the way that Amiya is painted is like in three different art styles.
Yeah.
But I think, despite the fact that I don't like thinking about the fact that Amiya is a child, I do think that the
Having
way
a
Amiya.
honeymoon with my wife in full armor. Sorry, carry on.
I think that the way that Amiya is drawn is kind of nice. I mean, I think the rendering on this
Yeah,
outfit is
she's
is
cute.
nice. Like, I think this sheer
She's in
fabric
such a
effect.
dapper little child
She
outfit.
is.
She's
It's
like a
weird.
sexless child in this image. What's up with that?
Freaky. I genuinely think the dress that Savage is in is like rendered quite nicely. This hat is nice.
Sure.
Parts of this dress are nice. I'm just like I can't.
I don't even mind like the fact that it's so sheer and weird because I know exactly what type of fabric this is.
Yeah.
I can feel it in my
Yes.
fingers.
Yes. I mean she should have more of an underskirt, but nonetheless, um,
Nonetheless,
she's out with her family? Question mark.
I don't
Um.
know.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm
This
kind of
image
done.
scares me worse than Monkfish Liver did. I'm not
I'm
okay
kind
with
of
it.
done looking at Savage. Can we be done?
I'm done looking at Savage.
Great numbers
Um,
for Monkfish
Numbers
Liver.
for Monkfish Liver first, so I can clear my palate a little bit.
Cute.
Cuteness?
Um,
It is fucking is Hinako part of the score?
I think
Or are we just judging him?
I think it has to be the whole package.
Sure.
I think to not do the whole package would one be boring and two be kind of disingenuous.
Sure. In
Um,
that case, it I think like he may be the platonic ideal of a three, where his doll is maximum cute, and then he cruelly kills those who come near.
uh-huh. I would push it down to a two, because I think Hinako is not maximally cute. I see where
They
you're coming
describe
from.
her as a beautiful little girl doll.
That's true, but she's also very scary.
She's scary. Okay, I'm fine with that. We'll put him at a two.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree that
writing
they
it down.
balance out. I just don't think they have to balance out to a three. Um,
Sure, sure, sure. Appeal.
appeal.
No.
They're scary, but like she
I
is.
don't want to be near them.
I mean, she is really appealing.
She's meant to entice.
She's an enticing, like super realistic, extremely pretty doll. This is appealing. I could go for a three on this one.
No.
Okay. Okay, continue.
They're scary.
That's true.
It's like objectively from an objective standpoint, I think she is like reasonably cute. It's possible for his like, lack of for her lack of cuteness and his void of cuteness
Uh
to
huh.
overpower that. But she is cute.
Uh
Um
huh.
like even if you know that he's going to kill you, she's cute.
Uh huh.
They have zero appeal if you know what their deal is.
Uh huh.
The appeal would have to be so surface level. I can't accept it being higher than the cute.
Uh huh. Okay. So, therefore,
Uh-huh.
ergo,
I think it's a zero, but I could deal with a one.
I think it has to be a one.
Sure, sure, sure,
I
sure,
think
sure.
there has to be incidental appeal. I mean, like, I would look at this freaky, beautiful doll, like out the corner of my eye when I thought he wasn't looking. You know,
Sure, sure, sure,
if
sure,
nothing
sure.
else. Um, and then Kinsey.
I have strong feelings about this one. I
Okay.
feel like either it doesn't matter at all or X. Because I think all that he wants in life is to eat liver.
Uh huh.
And, to thus rejuvenate the life of his beautiful girl doll.
Um. And you don't just think it's straight.
No, not really.
Interesting.
I don't think it's like I'm in love with my girl doll. I think
Uh-huh.
at most it's like my girl doll is my little sister or I am my girl doll.
Uh-huh. Interesting. I think
His
I
his his contract line is reincarnation, death, and reincarnation again. So I think he just is the doll.
sure. I think X is fun.
'He doesn't want anything. 'He just wants
21X.
to eat your liver.
Okay, 21X.
A refreshing Kinsey X. How cute is Savage?
Mm,
Not a measure of quality.
that's
I think she's a cute
true.
girl.
I don't
Look at her,
know.
look at her, look at her base, and don't look at it closely.
But she's like, this is not a measure of quality. She's like so porno. Um,
That could detract from it, I suppose. But we were just saying that she's too hashtag girl to be mommy.
uh-huh.
Hashtag girl is a measure of cuteness.
Sure. I need give me a number and I'll work from there.
Good question. 4?
Four,
I could push it down to a
four.
3, probably.
For cute, I don't know. I guess she's kind of like a nice. Fundamentally, she's kind of like a nice auntie. Um,
Mm-hmm. She cocks her little hip out. She's a cute girl.
sure. I'll accept a 4. Um,
Appeal.
mm, um, uh,
She is a porno.
uh-huh. I think my instinct is I want to go 3 cute, 4 appeal. I think.
Okay.
I think
Speak on
that
this.
she is cute. Like she's sort of like an archetypical cute girl, but she's also such an adult. She's your aunt. Aunts are cute. She's like your aunt who's a geologist. And it's like this is cute. Um, but I think it's a 3. Um, and then I think
Well, she's your aunt who's talented in carrot cuisine.
she's your sexy aunt who's a geologist, and so I think it's a 4. Don't think about that too hard. Um, and so I would pitch a 3-4.
Okay. I I want it to be 4-4.
Boundary of death. Okay.
4-4-4-4.
4-4-4-4. The fourth number is her boobs score.
The fourth
Um,
number is her boob score.
that's from Demonic Mahjong
I think
episodes.
appeal. Yeah, I think appeal 4 is reasonable. I just also would push for cute 4.
Okay, whatever makes you happy, babe.
Thank you.
You've been wanting to me to be more proactive, so I was trying to be more proactive, and then
I
you shut me
appreciate
down
that.
anyway.
That's just how it goes. That's discourse, baby.
Her Kinsey scale number, I don't know,
Great
like a
question.
4.
Boundary of death.
Boundary of death.
Um,
I don't
I'm really
know.
always inclined to be like, you're straight when I see an image of a woman who's like from pornography.
Uh huh.
I'm trying to see if there's any reason to complicate that.
Uh huh. Yeah, I'm doing a quick scroll
Mm-hmm.
through her dialogue. Um, She compares herself to a quarterback or a running back. I don't know how football works. Um,
What?
I actually kind of like this line. The running backs on the football field are unstoppable. She says she talks about football because she's from the fake United States. They just keep charging
Okay.
forward in spite of everything, all to clear a path for their teammates. And then they just fall down and leave it to everyone else to finish the job. Isn't that sort of like what I do? It's very cool. I hope I don't have to get tackled though. Um,
Okay.
I
I
don't know
think
what.
she has an image where she's married to, I guess the doctor is like, the doctor is not non-binary in the same way that Dante is non-binary.
Uh huh.
This is notable.
The
The
doctor
doctor
is
is
just
like
like not
a
gendered.
an insert.
Yeah.
Yeah. The doctor is not a character. I am gonna check on this real quick. Just because I'm pretty sure in the fucking Arknight's deep lore,
Uh huh.
the doctor like was a man,
Uh huh.
but I'm
Fascinating.
unsure.
I I'm inclined. Mm, mm,
No,
mm.
that's not true. The doctor is just a reader insert character, which I still think is pretty straight.
I'm inclined to give her either a 1 or a 2. I thought about it. I went through every single number in my head and like
Uh-huh.
rapidly wrote a 1,000-word essay out for both of them, and for all of them, and I think she's either a 1 or a 2.
What do you think is homosexual about her?
I just think that she has a certain sort of like. I just think that she has a certain sort of like femi quirky demeanor to her.
Hmm.
Um, that I think gets women to try and pick her up in bars. And then she has like polite conversations with them.
I don't disagree. I think she's got a little bit of a homoeroticism to her just because she's like I went and scrolled through her story a little bit and she's always talking to other women and being like, "I'm your mom."
Uh-huh.
And it's
This
like, "Uh-huh.
too. She is kind of like,
This
you know, she's hot aunt girl. And like
Mhm. She's
this
still
is
kind of that in what I would describe as a male gazy way, so I would probably say 1, but I
sure.
wouldn't mind 2.
Well, I think um I think that hot aunt is like a heterosexual archetype. I think quirky aunt is a homosexual archetype. And these
Mhm.
combine to make her like a 1 or a 2.
Gotcha. I don't know. Up to you. 1 or 2.
Um I I think she's a 1 for now.
Okay. Until, homosexual things happen to her later.
Yeah.
Always gotta leave room, just in case.
I think that she could be a Yuri protagonist. But I think she starts at a 1.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
Okay, we'll take a 5-minute break that makes you a normal age, and then we'll keep going.
Okay. Bye-bye. But don't leave.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
お前、よくも私の頭を触ったな。おい、どうして勝手に手を離した？ひな子はこう言ってる。
Scrub a bingo.
Scrub a bingo.
Bunka chunko. Chugga choo choo. Germa 985. Poo poo pee pee. Meat grinder. Chunkadunko. Dunkachino.
Hello, welcome back.
This is related.
Don't worry about it.
I need a poll of Soulmates listeners if you've ever seen this video of the guy naming reading out the names of all of his Sprigatito.
Uh-huh. It will be in the episode description along with the GDQ 2026 Sanabi run.
Scrub a bingo. Bunka chunko.
Burrito. Shall we talk about Burrito?
Burrito.
I will say I'm
Datemaki.
so much more excited about this
Figurino.
second half of the episode. This second half of the episode
Monkfish
is like
liver.
straight bangers. Should we?
Oh my
should
god.
we-
It's
should-
Burrito.
It's Burrito.
Who likes to be called Taco.
We'll get there.
No.
I can't get there right away.
No, but I need to talk about it because it betrays the fact that Food Fantasy doesn't know the difference between a burrito and a taco.
Is Taco a guy?
I don't think so.
Taco.
Bunka Chunko. No, Taco is not a guy.
Taco is not a guy. There's just Burrito, but she likes to be called Taco
fair,
because she feels it's more intimate.
I'm not sure that, like, people know the difference between these things
I think that they know
in, like, East Asia.
I think that they know the difference between a burrito and a taco in East Asia.
I mean, I don't say this in like a in like a bad way. It's just like we probably fuck up a decent amount, like the difference between like sushi and sashimi.
Sure. That's
This is influenced by the fact that I can't get over Taco Girl from Saki and her sort of vague interpretation of what constitutes a taco. Which part of that is a joke, I know, but also I'm like, what the fuck do you think a taco is?
I do love the first line of this food introduction, which is, the burrito is a traditional Mexican food with a quintessentially Mexican flavor that can be found all over Mexico. It's like,
but also their description of it is just that it's a tortilla filled with various ingredients and served with condiments.
Sure. Is it normally served with condiments, or is it just like, do you put the condiments inside?
I mean, I guess it depends on how you eat it.
I guess so.
I get a burrito with salsa on the side and then drizzle it in as I eat it. But I also, if I'm making it for myself, I'll just put it in there.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about images?
No, I just want to talk about burritos.
You just want to talk about the concept of whether or not they know what a burrito is in China?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that they know what a
burrito.
Burrito. Hey, okay, we can get started. I think that this image, is actually weirdly really pretty.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Like, it's got a particular sort of, like...
she works for the post office with the carrier pigeons.
I guess so.
And that's why it has the, like, beautiful wings and shit.
But it's like, you know when you look at a manga and you're like, I can tell that this manga is like art. Because the lines don't always go all the way. That's the style in which this image is drawn. And it looks really pretty. It's like this, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like, it's very kind of sketchy in a very intentional way, unlike Savage Elite 2, which was sketchy in a bad way. It like
the manga that this reminds me of is Make the Exorcist Fall in Love. Which is great. You should go read it.
And like I don't know, it's really busy, but it's not busy with very many like individual objects. It's just like her hair and her jacket are kind of flying everywhere in a sort of like tactily appealing way. It's not...
she's in a big fucking like brown overcoat because that's the tortilla.
Yes, Ash. She's the burrito.
And then she's the burrito / taco.
It's like, let's break this down. I guess it's like the coat is the tortilla, and then her little plaid. Oh my god, she's so gay. Her little plaid.
Yeah, it's really sort of undeniable at this point.
Is is
That
the
could be like
meat.
ground beef
Yeah.
slash salsa.
And then her sweater vest is like the
She's got some
lettuce.
some shredded lettuce in there, and then she's got some leaves on top of her little adorable lesbian flat cap, which is like a
Uh-huh.
little bit of parsley.
Uh-huh. Those are cactuses. Because it's Mexican. I don't know
That's
if you know
true,
that
they are
burritos. I don't know if
cactuses.
you know that burritos were Mexican.
Oh, I
Um,
didn't know this.
they're
I
a
know that they have a
quintessential Mexican
quintessentially
food.
Mexican flavor. She's
Um,
also got the little like feathers on her ear to be
yeah,
like,
I
it's
know
Mexico.
she's got like Mexico. It has like indigenous Mexican things like feather earrings. Um,
And cowboy boots
and then the
and
cowboy boots
cacti.
are the refried beans.
And then she's the rice.
Wait, no. Wait, Ash, it's my I it's my five color burritos that I my it's like it's ground beef, lettuce,
Mm-hmm.
her flesh is the sour cream, and then it's got the
Sure.
refried beans, and then her hair is the cheese.
Mm-hmm.
This is the burrito, the very basic homemade burrito that I ate all the time as a kid. Um Anyway, I don't know. I just think she's very cute. It's got all these like action lines. It's almost kind of Tintin-y. Um
Yeah, it is very much like she's about to go on a magical adventure, or really like a very normal Kiki's Delivery Service style adventure.
and I love her facial expression. I love how like slightly askew her
Yeah,
glasses are. I
she's
love this
very cute.
very like sort of like face.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Serious.
Wait, okay, hang on. Ash, do you think that she has fallen on the floor? Or do you think she's just sort of floating in the void and this
I
is
think
just
she's
kind of
falling through
like
the air.
right. And we're in just sort of like manga cover territory where girls just
Yeah,
sort of float. Um
this is just a collection of objects which is on the cover of her Yuri manga.
yeah,
This
exactly.
image is so much less like sensual than I expected it to be with the like thigh shot that they have, but she's
Uh-huh.
just straight up wearing shorts, so there's like nothing to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of genuinely really like this balance between like she's in like a little bit of a sexy pose,
Mm-hmm.
um, but is still kind of given a lot of agency and personality outside of that. And this strikes a really, really good balance, between like, she is like she's like a young adult on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
And she like
She's very, very boyish.
yeah, she's sort of tomboyish. She gets like a little bit of sex appeal, and it just like it strikes a really good balance for me. I like that we get these. I honestly like that we get this like big sort of thigh shot, and her thighs are very sort of like benignly shaped and textured. It's not like we get a thigh shot and her thighs are like savage thighs and they're all like
Mm-hmm.
glistening and stuff. It's just like, you know, she's wearing shorts and she's like a little tomboy. I don't know.
It just straight up looks
It
normal
just
because she's got
looks
shorts on.
it just looks good, I think.
Yeah.
Um
I like it. I would read a manga with this girl on the cover.
Yeah, it again. It's sort of she strikes a very nice balance between like being kind of like vulnerable and
I'd be like,
swept up
wow,
in
she's a
things.
1930s journalist.
Yeah, and being sort of having a lot of agency. I love her hand. Again, I love this sort of comic book sort
Yeah,
of
little
like
clenched
fingers blended
hands.
together here, but the posing of the hand is so clear despite that. It's like she just looks nice. I'm just a big fan of Burrito.
I think her ascended image has a little bit less of that charm,
I
but I
would
do like
agree.
seeing her whole outfit together.
Uh-huh.
Um, I like being able to see properly the whole collection of her lesbian outfit.
Uh-huh.
Um, I like her carrier pigeons. They're very cute. I can now very clearly see that those are cacti.
Uh-huh.
Um, it's just this one, due to our particular proclivities, I think this one strikes a little bit worse just because she's clearly like startled and uh like protecting her chest with her arms in a way
Uh-huh.
that's like Also, you can't see her cowboy boots anymore, which is a little sad. Um, I don't know. I still think it's fundamentally the same kind of image as the last one. The composition is just less dynamic. This looks more like just a random shot from the manga that she's in, and then the
Yeah.
previous one looks like the cover, which is kind of crazy.
This is one of those weird food fantasy um characters where I feel like these are backwards. Um
Exactly.
and
This
it's
has
odd.
less like lighting work done in it. You can see the
Yeah.
hair is just like flatter than the
Um
previous one.
yeah, I still like it. I kind of like I interpret the posing a little bit less vulnerably, like she is vulnerable,
Mhm.
than you do. I think it's mostly to me, it's mostly just like it's windy and she's like grabbing the strap of her backpack and trying to keep her
It's
coat
fucking
on.
windy.
It's fucking windy. I think that these and I really like okay, one thing at a time. I really like the geometry. You can't see the boots, which is sad, but I really like the geometry of her clothes here. Like this
Mhm.
collar is like so sharp but also kind of messy. The way this sweater is sort of bad is sort of like bunched up. Um at the hem, these shorts sort of like fitting really nicely and comfortably
Mhm.
around her legs is just like really nice. Um,
She's still a certified cutie in this
she's
image.
such a certified cutie, absolutely. Hashtag certified. Certified by the
Qualified.
qualified. Um, also, I think that these images. What? Sorry. I think that these pigeons are the
Mhm.
best motherfuckers of all time.
They are awesome.
I love all of them.
You
Like,
have Pigeon with a little hat, which is also sort of a parcel.
uh-huh.
You have Tiny Pigeon on head, and then you have Pigeon in flight, and they're pigeons.
They're just drawn in this very particular way where
You are a bird.
again they're very like they don't care to look like accurate pigeon. They're impressionist pigeons. Like especially the
Mhm.
pigeon on her shoulder, it's like it has a massive head and it has massive claws and it draws a lot of like emphasis to like the specific pigeon patterning, but it doesn't really have like a pigeon body. And this I
Mhm.
think is kind of weird and cute and fun. It's just like
They
an
are just like
object that
somebody just sort
contains
of drew birds on a whim.
yeah, and it's just like it's a good vibe. It matches well with her vibe. It's all like a little bit all like a little bit abstract.
Mhm.
It's good. I don't like looking at this image as much as the last image. I do think that this image has more I think the last image wins out on composition in a big way. I think this image genuinely wins out on details. The
Mhm.
newspaper's falling out of the bag. Again, her clothes look great. These pigeons are so cute. Um, I don't know. Art imitates life. I'm a big fan of Burrito.
I'm a big fan of Burrito. Burrito Earthly Fall.
I was looking at this image earlier and trying to decide if I like it, and I think
Sort of hard to say.
that I like it.
It contains enough elements from her like actual images for me to be like, I see where you are going with this.
Uh huh.
Also, I think she's covered in sprigs of parsley,
Uh huh.
and that is cute.
I
Um,
yeah.
but she is in like a very similar pose to the previous one, except it's her entire ass, which is just straight up visible.
She just have her whole ass out.
Like,
I appreciate
does
that.
this image have a censored version? I don't know.
I appreciate that. Like
It's just,
she like
just
she has
two
an
balls.
ass. They really they put in the effort
It's
to like
just
give
these
her an
two
ass.
orbs. Fuck. Sorry, I just noticed that as I said it out loud.
She
Her
has an
entire
ass.
ass is out.
Her
She's covered in parsley.
uh huh.
But the doves are just pigeons or doves.
Pigeons
They're
or
the same
doves.
thing. And she just looks like she's in exactly the purification outfit from Infinity Nikki, so it's kind of hard for me to judge it on any particular merit.
Uh-huh.
It's the same hair color and the same exact shoes and the same exact dress.
Uh-huh. But her whole ass is out.
Except her whole ass is out, which they don't let you do in Infinity Nikki, because what if you have to go cycling?
You can get a lot of Nikki's ass out there if you try hard and believe in
That's
yourself.
true.
But nonetheless.
The cycling outfits don't give a fuck.
I think that, like, this one is a little bit sort of, like, weaker to me on a character level. She feels a little bit sort of agency-less in a way that she didn't in the last two. She looks like she's looking at you kind of helplessly instead of sort of, like,
This could be
suspiciously.
anyone.
Yeah, also this could be anyone. That being said, I think this image generally has a very good sense of movement. Um, she's sort of flailing her legs in a very, like, not
Ah,
appealing,
she's on the bike.
evocative. She's flailing her legs in a very evocative way. And, like, the sense of, like, the way her hair spirals down and the dress sort of spirals down separately but, like, in parallel, like, down to the bottom of the image, I think is actually quite
Mm-hmm.
effective. Um, and so it's like, it's not my favorite image ever. It's not definitely not my favorite image of Burrito. But, like, it's got stuff going on. It's pretty.
It is. I mean, I like that the white fabric mostly looks like the wings from her other image, but I can't stop looking at the big hank of it at the bottom and being like, that's a fish.
She
You know?
she she falls from bird to fish.
Mmm.
Take me to
Happens to the best of us.
take me to
I
fish heaven.
don't like pastoral letter. I do
Oh,
want to speak on it because I can appreciate it and respect pastoral letter,
uh-huh.
mostly because it's so full of textures that I have to be like, I see you.
Uh-huh.
And I see your many, many lace
Oh,
doilies.
it's so overwhelming to look at.
And I appreciate that. But not only is this not an image of Burrito, it's
Uh-huh.
just an image of some random girl riding a cow, with a pigeon on the horn of the cow.
Uh-huh.
Um, it's also just like the fact that it is so much put together like a tourist print shop advertisement from the 70s
Uh-huh.
where it's just like only stencils
Uh-huh.
um makes it really hard to look at, and also nothing I care about is happening in it.
Uh-huh.
The shape of the bustier is crazy.
Um, yeah, there are some details that I like. The shape of the bustier is crazy. This is a crazy corset. Um, I think that this cow looks amazing. Um,
It is kind of awesome.
it's kind of an amazingly rendered cow. You know what they have in Mexico? Cow.
Cows, baby.
Um, I think this image does a really good job at, like, getting across this sort of, like, bright summer day effect. Like, the outer upper boundaries of the background are so bright, and it's like, yeah, I get it. um I think that she does not look like Burrito. I don't know why they drew this, like, wonderful little tomboy, and then they're like, I mean, I
And
do
then they're like,
know.
and then she's a
Yeah.
beautiful girl just riding through the Spanish wilderness on a bull.
Uh-huh. New t-shirt I'm going to own next time I have $30 for the custom t-shirt shop in town. Don't
Mm-hmm.
Forcefemme my burrito. Um can that be the episode title? It's not bad.
Yes! I liked it a lot.
I try not to put guy names in the episode title, but maybe I can make it an exception.
It's a food, so...
It's a food. Don't force femme my burrito.
Don't force femme my burrito.
But
Look how different the basic looks from this. That's just not the same guy.
Yeah, it can't be. I mean, it might be the same artist. But like, it gets a certain mood across. Of like being out on a cow ride in the bright Mexican summer day. But I just kind of don't. I don't know. I don't care about it. If it was someone other than Burrito, I think I would like it more. And I think this kind of like everything is stencil patterns is like it's like a thing, and I kind of appreciate it for having a thing. Um, I don't know. I like how she's like perched on the cow and you can see her little shoes. It's just like it's just doesn't really
look,
do
the
it
shoes
for
are very
me.
cute.
Uh-huh.
Just sort of odd. A weird one.
Yeah. Anyway,
don't force femme my burrito. I don't need it.
Don't force femme my burrito.
I just don't need it. Like, it's okay, but it's like I don't really get anything out of it. So.
Well, you really liked that one, huh?
I did. I liked it a lot.
I can tell when you really like a thing I say, because you just start repeating it over and over again.
Don't force femme my burrito.
Don't force femme my burrito. I feel like the topic of force femming keeps coming up in our conversations recently.
I can't say it's been on the mind lately.
I mean, I guess it's been on my mind lately. Just a little peek behind the curtain for the listener.
Should we talk about Datemaki?
It's been on my mind lately because of work. That's what I meant. Anyway, should we talk about what is Datemaki? It's a
Datemaki
classic.
Classic? Made from eggs, finely ground whitefish or shrimp, sugar, and mirin, cooked into a thin omelet and then rolled and sliced.
That sounds fucking delicious. It reveals a beautiful golden brown sparkle. Oh, I do know what this is. Yeah, I'm familiar.
It's like a rolled omelet, but special and cool.
Yeah, it's like a rolled omelet, but special and cool. Ash, you're like a rolled omelet, but special and cool.
Yes! All I ever wanted.
Anyway, I first of all, I like that he's got the Chuni eye patch, a classic.
I love a Chuni little boy. Just a very, very cute character archetype to be like, this is a teenager who just kind of sucks.
Yeah. And he's just sort of like...
But in a charming way.
Yeah, just sort of like a weird little freak. I
love his fish that he's chopping up with his sword.
Yeah.
His robes are like the egg of this omelet. They're pillowy and soft because it's an omelet.
I think that this outfit...
This is a cute character design.
...is incredible. It's got this kind of like... It's got this like Japanese kimono. I'm always scared when I say the name of a type of Japanese robe in case I'm wrong, and then I remember that most things can often be boiled down to being some kind of kimono.
They don't know the difference between a burrito and a taco.
It's this like big fluffy kimono over top. And then underneath is this like crazy hashtag boy like going to the club like shorts and crop top that has like a fishnet boob window, and it's crazy. And I think that this
also
is
his
awesome.
Eye patch has like a realistic eye on it.
I think his eye patch is transparent.
That
and it has like a little pattern.
Crazy. But it's got the little like bottom eyelashes of an eye.
Yeah, I think it has like the Millennium Eye from Yu-Gi-Oh patterned on it, but
He
also
is
it's
from
transparent.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I do think it's transparent. It's like similar to his skin color. I'm looking at the second one. But it's
Fascinating.
like this
Oh
thing
my
that Food
god, he's
Fantasy
got like a
does.
big fish hook that he's got tied around his sword and shit.
Oh yeah, like some kind of fucked up Monster Hunter weapon. Um,
That's kind of awesome.
but like he does this thing that I think Food Fantasy does really well when it's really hitting it with like its Japanese and Chinese outfits, where it's like this like touch of um elements of traditional dress that are offset by just like batshit like going to the club weirdo garbage. Look at his big collar. Why does he have a big collar?
His big collar is crazy. His shorts with like fishnets that just end right below the shorts
Mm-hmm.
make me feel nuts.
Yeah. The
I loved that he's covered in fishnets though, because he has fish in him.
because he got fish.
He's got fish in him.
And then he's got these like cool ass boots.
I love his boots.
That have like
What the fuck? They have the different silver heel for no reason, just for swag.
just for swag.
Why are his laces tied like the Jesus fish?
Wait, they are. That's so funny. They didn't even like really put in the effort to like make them look tied is the thing. They just kind of
they're just
go up.
looped.
It's really funny. They look like it looks like it's
find him
glued
so
on.
funny. I mean, it's just that he has a bunch of design elements, which is part of it, but also he's just having a good time and it's very infectious, and he's surrounded by fish that are cut up, which is delightful.
Yeah, and I love how the cut up fish like adds motion to this image that is otherwise just a static standing shot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Without the fish, this image is worse.
It's just like
it's great. I love his fingerless gloves because he's a fucking chuny.
Yeah, and look at this. Look at the posing on this hand. Actually, look at how
it's really
his
nice.
index finger is sort of cocked up a little bit. It's kind of perfect.
He's a sweet and sugary and boy who's covered in egg and looking for fish.
Yeah, he's like. I remember. This is an extremely I have lived in Toronto my entire life and also I am gay kind of thing to say. But I remember when I was like a queer youth in Toronto, city famous for its many queer youth programs. There were like dances for queer youth, you know. Go and do some clubbing, but like only for youth so that you're like safe. And I feel like everyone would show up dressed like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like...
That is an extremely I'm gay and live in Toronto voice. Like, I'm going to my safe youth clubbing event.
Yeah, but he is.
He is.
He is. It's a good image.
God, the pillowy omelet sleeves are so
good, quite
though.
Nice. How's the Ascended?
They're yummy.
Oh, the Ascended is also quite fun.
Yeah, hold on, let me look. It won't load. Oh, there we go.
It's
I think adding another
actually.
color to it doesn't like help me, but I appreciate that he's caught a fish in his fish hook.
Yeah, I don't actually mind the extra color just because he's like relatively monotone otherwise. And so I think this is a reasonable step for an Ascended is to have this like
sure, yeah, as an Ascended I think
swoosh
it works.
of water / just sort of sword energy. His sword
also he
glare.
has two different swords.
He does have
that
two
he
different
carries.
Swords. I like
and
how
the one he's holding is not the one that did the slash.
I
don't know what his deal is.
Yeah, what is happening
he
with
looks so much more like he's actually going clubbing and not just that he's in his clubbing outfit in this one. It's the little like hip out keg is the thing.
I like the composition evolution in this. I like how he's now like I like how this big action line like frames the image in this like crescent frame. And then like little bits of him poke out of that frame because he's a cheeky little guy. It's genuinely really cute. It's kind of not that much different from the first one to be able to talk about it. But I also like it. This comparatively fine,
Yeah.
tiny fish caught on this massive hook. It's really funny. It's caught by just like the tip of its lip.
I don't know. I also don't have that much more to say about this one. It's just sort of doing a different thing, which is equally interesting. I like the first one better, probably just as like a demonstration of what his deal is. I think if I saw this one first, I would be less like charmed.
Yeah, I think these two are in a good order for a basic into
Yeah.
ascended.
Oh, and his shoulders are much noticeably out in this one. I didn't notice that they were out in the first one.
Uh-huh. He's just
Shoulders,
like
boy.
yeah, he's just like a little he's a little bit has a little bit more movement. He's a little bit saucier. But still got everything you like in the first image. I think it's good. He has no skins. Great. That's the end of that guy, I guess.
Yeah, that's Datemaki.
We can have a season 3 episode that's not an infinite length, theoretically, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but we should talk about Figurino.
Figurino.
Figurino. Burrito.
Datemaki.
Datemaki. Dunkachino. Scrubabungo. Bunkachunko. Meat grinder.
It's Figurino.
Vine sauce.
Etymology, Italian for fashion sketch.
He sure is.
He sure
Hey,
is.
we were just when we rolled this guy, we were like, this is a top tier guy.
Yeah.
And
He
like he basically is. I'm looking at this illustrator real quick just because we've been doing that this episode.
Mhm. Oh man.
But vamp for me.
I think that this illustration is excellent. I think it has just enough Arknights in it to pass muster. And the Arknights bits of it really sort of contribute to the vibe in a charming way. I love that he
Mhm.
has like Miltech blue LED scissors. Um I love that his sewing equipment is clipped to his leg.
This is the guy who did Jaeyoon.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Oh,
Now
I
I know.
love Jiayun so much. That makes a lot of
and
sense.
and the Jaeyoon skins, of course.
Uh-huh. But it's just like a perfect image. Like it's
Yeah.
full of so many little details
Oh
as many
wow.
Arknights are, but all of them are worth your time. This
Okay,
you can
now that I'm zooming in on this, I'm really seeing I love these scissors covered in red thread that he's slicing up sort
yeah.
of inconsiderately.
Uh-huh.
Um
I love
his
that he
sort of
has
insane like outfit and asymmetry and colors all over him really works too, just on a basic level that he's so
Mhm.
much like I love that he's so much like an artiste in this way, and that's the aesthetic they're going
Yeah,
for with him.
absolutely.
But he's not like an artiste in this way that sometimes people do, where they just fucking shove a bunch of colors and patterns onto a thing, and they're like, "That's it. That's what you look like."
Uh-huh.
It's like he's clearly got an aesthetic going. He's got a bunch of different touches of like his tie is marbled, and he has this uh a bunch of fabric that trails behind him because he's got an asymmetrical coat thing going on.
Yeah, I think his coat is supposed to be like unfinished.
Hmm.
Because the coat trailing behind him, which I do think is part of the coat that he's wearing half on half his body, still has like darning stitches and stuff. Um, this one, I love how Italian he is. He's Italian
He's so
colored and he's wearing
Italian.
like such an Italian suit. It's really really
Oh, he's
funny.
wearing green and white and red.
Yeah, look at how nicely rendered these shoes are, by the way, briefly.
Yeah, let's go
Um,
shoes.
but he like this author is so like loves to be considerate
Mm-hmm.
towards me. Um he has like Taylor's chalk. I'm pretty sure that's what this like
Yeah.
triangle
No,
is.
yeah,
This
that's what it
triangle of white.
is.
It's
He
it's
has
a triangle of
Taylor's
Taylor's
chalk and
chalk.
pins and tape and scissors as a giant fucking draft like series of drafting rulers and compasses and shit. And
Uh-huh.
all of this thread is coming off a spool that is holstered to his thigh, which is badass.
Yeah, I love that the thread comes from somewhere. Like that's
Yeah.
awesome. You can see it like you can see it coming from there. I love the big fucking needles.
You
Like,
can see it coming from there. You can also see that it loops down at the bottom. So you can see that it's like it's a consistent like where each strand of it comes from in this image.
oh wow,
It's
wait,
all connected to a thing and he's holding
you
the
can
end.
literally follow it with your eyes. And then oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, right?
That's awesome. And then his face is really good. This just like what? I'm busy doing my
He's
weird
dead
scissor stuff.
serious.
I'm busy.
Being an Italian fashion designer.
I'm busy being Italian. What do you want? I love that he has even more. He's like multicolored sewing pins in his hair. Very
Yeah,
cute.
that's my favorite detail.
The like notch out of his ears is cute in the context of big
Shout out to a guy
scissors.
with 2 ears, 2 sets of ears, 2 sets of ears,
He does have
human
two sets
ears,
of ears.
and fucking fox ears.
Um, Syracusa. Um,
Fuck.
are the
You
loop
can't just say that and then go back to vamping.
are the Lupa foxes? No,
No,
they're
they're
not. He's not a
wolves.
Volpo.
No.
He's not a Volpo from Syracusa. Um,
Bunkachunko.
he's a wait,
He's a
what?
Lupo from
Who I assume are dog
from the
boys?
Fauvists.
Are Lupos dog boys?
Uh, yes.
Yes, he's
That's
a
what their
dog
deal
boy.
is. Italian
Um,
for wolf. They're based on wolves.
uh-huh.
Related to Perros, who are dogs.
He's an Italian wolf boy. Oh, it's so funny how fucking Italian he is. This guy looks
Yeah.
like a food fantasy character because he's so
Oh my
like
god, yeah.
of an
He looks like he
ethnicity.
should be the. Oh my god, what am I thinking of? He's the personification of Capri's salad.
Yeah, absolutely. Or like some kind of like tomato pasta.
Yeah.
With like red pasta, and it's like, oh, the red pasta is the red string
Oh
of
my
fate.
god. He's
Sort
fettuccine Alfredo.
fettuccine. Um,
Bunkachino.
I don't know.
Let's look at his elite too.
Yeah.
Just taking it all in.
Oh, it's so awesome. It's
I like the
so
holes in his
awesome.
hat for his ears. Can I just say?
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, now that I'm processing it, holy shit. These hands that just come out of fucking strips of fabric and are
Uh-huh.
wielding fucking weapons against him is so cool.
Uh-huh.
And then, oh
Yeah.
my god, the shadow in the back becomes him as a wolf with his little with fucking little glasses on for some reason? No,
Uh-huh.
wait.
I think that's just like a strand of but it is important to note that the his little spirit fox, both in the back and in the front, is kind of like it's like a string being. It's like made up of a ton of strings that are woven together, which is awesome. It's the fact that it's like the
God, he's
pin
standing on a bunch of microfiber cloth.
it's incredible. Yeah, they're not well, they might be microfiber, but they're like suit patches.
Yeah.
Like elbow patches. But the fact that it's these arms like emerging from fabric are incredible.
That's such a
but
cool
it's also
effect.
the fact that he's like tying them all up with string, and like in
Mm-hmm.
a really specific and intentional way that I'm gonna walk you through it. I'm gonna walk you through
Okay.
every single one of them. Um, the one at the top cannot get a grip on its dagger because like it's being pulled to the side and its like fingers are being pulled apart. The bottom one, the dagger is being like actively pulled out of its hand. You can see the red threads like wrap around the guard of the dagger, and then the right one is like reaching for him but being sort of like pulled back and being pulled into a fist by the thread. And it's like it's crazy that like you can just look at these hands and be like, "Oh, cool hands." Um but they're drawn with like such loving detail to tell this whole story of like how he's using his art skills to like protect himself from the mafia. Um it's wild.
I can't stop looking at it.
It's
Also, the fact that he's in like a fucking boxing ring made up of these needles tied
uh-huh.
together with string
Uh-huh.
that is also like a drawer.
Uh-huh.
It's so good.
And then
It's crazy
and then
good.
everything in the background is like a thing. There are like rolls
Yeah.
of fabric coming off of like real fabric rolls. There's drafting paper that have clearly been like sliced to like actually. Oh yeah, these look like real suit patterns. Like they're shaped like
Mm-hmm.
you can see like the shoulder of a vest there.
Yeah, yeah,
Um
yeah,
and
yeah.
then there's spools of string, and it's like everything in this image has such like loving. Wait, what does it say at the bottom?
I cannot figure it out. It's
Del.
probably in the trivia somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Checking
Um,
real quick. No.
it's genuinely, I don't know. You know, I try not to say this too lightly as much as possible, but it's genuinely epic as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah.
I am just sort of amazed by it. It's
I
I mean, if we take this in contrast to the one we looked at earlier, Savage, when they started doing the Elite Twos more in this style, where it's like a beautiful mindscape of like shit related to the guy, rather than in the previously more prevalent style of here's like you in an environment doing battle.
uh-huh.
um I think this is like really, it's not that that other style can't be good. We've seen some of them that are really excellent. It's just like I think this is so much more distinct,
Uh-huh.
and has so much more of an obvious identity that is like it really really benefits from, where it's like this is a cool thing that happens because this is the direction that the Arknights director has decided to go,
Mhm. Yeah, and it's so
and
like
it whips.
and part of it is that like not all artists can like pull it off, can pull off like a really convincing dreamscape in this way, but this artist certainly can, and it's so good. Um I don't know what this artist's name is. All I know is that it has the same
I
syllable
looked.
said 4 times.
Five Fall is what they're credited
Uh
as.
that makes sense. Um
So shout out to Five Fall.
oh, yeah, I know what 5 is. That's 5. Um
And then
man
he's got the skin.
yeah, man
Autumn Shadow.
Mandarin characters that I can read. 5.
Can I
Um
say it? I like this one because he's in it three times.
he is he's in a triptych with himself.
He's in a triptych with himself. Very Italian,
First
and I
time
mean this entirely honestly.
this
Um, I don't know why there are so many bunnies in it.
I why in Arknights? Famously, why in Arknights do they like to make Italian Japanese people?
I
Like,
don't
why
know.
this specific thing? You know what I mean? Why Italian Japanese as
Lisa.
like a thing? Lisa. Um
But I really like his outfit here.
uh
Both because, hey, I do want to say the red around his eyes before, evidently makeup. He's purple now.
he's purple now.
Um, Sometimes you just gotta be Italian. I love that these like fucking Disney princess birds that he has around him are like are bringing up this like ruler that he has rather than being like putting up beautiful decorations.
Uh-huh.
Ruler and string and shit. Um but I like his like this yellow and brown like brightly colored almost work shirt. Um that it looks like he
Yeah.
has underneath this like half of a kimono that he's wearing. I can't tell if the work shirt is also this
I
brown and
I
yellow
don't think it's a
garment
work
underneath.
shirt. I think you might be sort of associating yellow with work shirt. I think it's
Well,
more
I'm
of sort of
associating it
like
because of the pocket. I don't think it's literally that. I just think it
I
like
think it's
has
like
that.
a like an Italian like summer collared shirt, like short sleeve
Yeah,
collared
yeah,
shirt.
yeah, yeah. This
Um
is just the kind of thing that I see it as.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do really like the like kimono layered over the suit. It's like sort of
Yeah.
silly and cheeky.
But
It
it's
doesn't
pretty it's classic also.
it's yeah, it's a cute it's a cute execution of this sort of like blending east and west kind of concept. Um I I find him to be just like I don't know. I find him to be slightly less compelling in this one for reasons I can't quite. Oh my god, he's holding a tiny sake cup in the weirdest possible way. Um
He is? Oh, he is.
yeah, why is he how would you do that? Um
Like tiny, tiny wine cup.
yeah. Um I will
One
say
sip.
though I like his like Batman armband, except instead of like batarangs or whatever, it just has like some spools of purple thread and some yellow pins. That's really funny to me. His tactical sewing armband. And this
Shout out to his tail.
oh yeah, shout out to
I
his
think his
tail.
shoes are even better in this one.
They are really nice looking shoes. Um
Oh, and the bolts of cloth that are on this, you know, nonsense window. I mean, one of them is the outer purple cloth he's used here, and then one of them is the inner lining that's white.
mhm. But
But I
this
just
it
really like these 2D illustrations of him on the sides that are just like really pretty. I don't
yeah.
know why I'm calling them 2D illustrations when the whole thing is a 2D illustration, but it feels like one of
No,
them
I
is 3D and the others are 2D.
they're screen paintings. Um yeah, this whole image has like this really is painted really beautifully in this way that things sort of like go between oh there's a shadowy figure in the background I just noticed. Um
Watch out.
it goes really beautifully between like this sort of this sort of more normal illustration style like high definition illustration style and this more traditional Japanese painting style. Like look at how this like strand of his robe going down to the bottom like becomes painted as it goes. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a bunch of parts of this like the flowers and the leaves over top of the mountains at the top. Um where it just like blends this like almost photorealistic with this like flat traditional Japanese painting style and it's really really compelling and there's so much of it to look at in the image. Um and it's just like it's a really good image to poke around. Did you notice this wolf at the bottom?
Yeah.
It's just hanging out. Did you notice these like cranes that look like they're cut from paper? Love those guys.
Yeah.
Did you notice
The bunnies that are upright on the left and at the top, and then the wolves that are upside down, or sorry, on the bunnies on the left, wolves on the right upside down, and then on the bottom.
hmm And did you notice that Princess Kaguya is here, just
Yeah,
hanging out,
Princess Kaguya also there.
and she's just like shouting at these birds for some reason?
Uh-huh.
You can tell she's Princess Kaguya because she's Princess Kaguya, and also there's two massive moons behind her. Why is she shouting at the birds? Why did they give her this
Who
pose?
knows?
I don't know, but it's really fun to look at.
It's pretty cute.
Good image to look at.
And his big black pants.
Big black pants.
Big wide pants.
Oh,
An
sorry.
important thing to have. Awesome guy.
Awesome guy.
This artist is just like incredible.
Ah, they're so good. What else? How do I get to the artist pages when they
I
don't have
will
links?
I'll send you the illustrator's A through I page.
Okay.
I always just copy the illustrator name and then search until I get the illustrator's page.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't know if they're A through I.
Yeah. They're credited as
But you can see what operators and outfits that they've worked on
Fall.
from here.
Oh my god, they did Marcel for the
I know.
Delicious in Dungeon crossover. That's so funny.
And she's cute.
She's cute. Oh my god. This person
Also,
is
this Chen image that's like really good.
This person is so good at drawing women.
I
What's up with that?
know. What the hell?
What the hell?
Also, give me an excuse to look at Away from Dusk Jae-yoon again.
Ugh. Anyway, we should end the podcast because I'm
Focusing.
I mean,
numbers.
Numbers for Burrito numbers.
Burrito numbers. Pretty cute.
Pretty cute, yeah.
Gots to be honest with you.
Good, like cute young adult woman. She got birds.
She got birds.
She's got a job.
She got job.
I feel like she's a little bit I feel like she's a little bit too sort of defensive and a little bit too sort of she has a job to be maximum cute, but I could give her quite a high cute. She's just like a cutie. I'm looking at her voice lines for you, vamp.
She is kind of also like a full person.
She is, yeah.
She's not maximum cute.
No.
But she is pretty cute. I feel like 4 cute is very appropriate here.
4, not 5?
I mean, I'd go 5 if you felt strongly about it.
No,
I just think she's like more than incidentally not cute.
Yeah. I would go along with that. How do we feel about
she's not cute because of an intrinsic part of her being, parenthetical, being a full person, rather than because she's like scary.
Uh-huh. How do we feel about her appeal?
I really don't know.
Yeah.
She seems sort of generally disinterested in you from her voice lines. She has one voice line where she's like, "I wrote a letter for you."
I mean,
Master Attendant, you've got a new letter from Taco.
She has good ethics, I feel. She does an important job as like as a public servant and is loves her job, and it's like
she works for the mail.
She does work for the mail. Famously, I'm a big fan of the post office.
Me too.
I think they do great great work. She is a little bit distant. She's a little bit hyper focused on her work. But and she's also, I don't know. I find her sort of like, very focused, hustle and bustle to be very charming.
What number does this translate to?
That's a good question.
It's a great question.
It's sort of the question, really. I think a 3.
I don't disagree.
I think a 3.
She's like nice and normal.
And she you know, she runs around all day and then she goes home and she watches TV. Um,
Yeah.
and like I love to see her at my door. Um,
Totally normal person.
yeah, totally normal girl.
And then her
Um,
Kinsey scale number is 6.
do I get to read the line now? I don't think we've
Yeah.
read it out loud. Although her name is Burrito, she likes it when people call her Taco because she feels like it's more intimate. She hopes to have all kinds of
You know,
relationships with people. Uh-huh.
the taco is more intimate.
Uh-huh. Don't force
And that's a 6. I really don't know what else there is to say about this.
don't force femme her taco.
Don't force femme my burrito.
You love that so much. um yeah, she just kind of like is a lesbian in a really sort of benign way. Um she's like, I love everyone and I love women. Great.
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 Datemaki.
Datemaki. Um Cute.
The difficulty of assessing the cuteness of a teenage boy, it strikes again.
I don't know.
Less
I think
straightforward than a teenage girl, we all gotta agree.
uh-huh.
He
Yeah.
has a base level of cute because he's a child.
He is a base level of cute. I think he can't go lower than a 3 certainly.
Yeah.
He's he's such an enthusiastic little guy. Um like he's such an asshole. Um don't count me out. I'm just preparing for my triumphant step aside. The star is here. Like he's such an asshole. But
Call me
he's
Datemaki. That name's gonna be on everyone's lips before long. Don't ask me
like,
for a timeline.
you know, I feel like he's got to be sort of like a high, cute, low appeal kind of guy. I'm sort of figuring these out in tandem because I think this just works better for him.
That's very pet-like. I'm not complaining. I just thought maybe we could do something else, too.
Uh-huh. And I'm like, I'm feeling like maybe a 5-1. Is that too strong?
I think a 5 for sure. For appeal, yeah, he does, like, suck.
I could give him a 1 for appeal, but like, oh, sorry, I meant I could give him a 2 if you insisted, but 5-1 is my starting
I mean, I
offer.
think he might be a 2, just because he's, like, genuinely a good guy.
He's a
He
good
just, like,
kid.
sucks.
Yeah, he's just like a little bit annoying, but like,
Yeah.
he's a teenager.
It's like, you'll figure it out eventually, but right now you're on, like, a crusade for justice, and it's just sort of a lot.
Yeah.
So I think it's a 5, too.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm
And then
fine
his
with a 5
Kinsey
too.
scale number.
I mean, I think he's like a queer younger teen.
He is a queer kid, because he's going to safe youth club night.
Yeah, exactly. But like, he just like, I've always thought of the Chunbayo as being like, notably I am not Japanese, but I've always thought of the Chunbayo as being like kind of a queer coded archetype. Um and also he's like covered in fishnets.
Uh-huh.
He's covered in like teen safe fishnets, and it's like, oh, to tell you. But I mean, like, I don't know if he's necessarily like a 6. I feel like he would identify. I feel like he's like a 14-year-old who identifies as pansexual. You know what I mean?
No, I totally agree. I was like, he's not that gender non-conforming. He's just like a little bit, like comfortable in his body and shit. He's
Uh-huh.
also presenting in a pretty like gay man-y way for
Uh-huh.
a youth club night, but also like I just feel like the lack of commitment to being a like feminine gay man and the lack of commitment to being like a straight guy is like it just seems like he's like I'm bisexual.
I think he's a 14-year-old who identifies as pansexual
I'm
specifically.
pansexual, and so I get to dress in sort of like a overall sort of queer way.
Yeah, he's like he's in kind of like the broad sort of queer for queer youth dating
Yeah.
circle, where it's like he'll you know he'll you know he'll go out with anyone. He'll have a dance at the safe youth queer night with anyone. But
He's just
like,
happy to be here.
yeah, he mostly just like hangs out with gay people.
Yeah. Good for
Great.
him. I've
So
known
like
many.
a 3, a 4,
A 3.
a 3. Congrats, Datemaki.
Figurino.
I was on the Figurino. I was on the page
German
for GAU.
985.
Cute for Figurino.
He's not very cute.
He's not very cute.
He's like deadly serious and like basically is a knife
Uh-huh.
as a sort of as a guy.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I get you. Let me take a peek at his voice lines.
I'm not even really compelled to like ruffle his hair.
Uh-huh. I think wait, why on his voice lines does he have lines that are listed as Italian, but they're still in English? What?
Great question. Yeah, I mean, look at his voice lines as well.
I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, nonetheless, sometimes he's Italian, I guess. Sexuality Italian. I'm like, is he cute just because he's like such an artiste? I think it's kind of fun to give him a 0 cute, but I could give him a 1.
Oh my god, the Syracusan ensemble.
He has a cute little hat.
He's like his dialogue is like shockingly normal for a guy who looks like that.
He does just kind of deliver things very straight, which is
He's
why
from the mafia.
which is yeah, of course.
Awesome.
Like Lisa. Or her mother. Which is why I'm like, maybe he's just a 0. Maybe he's just like, I am an artist. He's from the mafia.
He's from the mafia.
But I could go with a 1.
I don't know. I think he should probably get a 1 just for being like personable.
Uh-huh.
But his appeal, I feel, is like also low. I guess no, it would be higher, at least because he's like he presents himself extremely well.
He's very formal, but he's not mean. And he's really sort of beautiful though. He is kind of like a deeply beautiful man who makes like beautiful art. I mean, presumably. And this, I think, lends him a lot of appeal. I just don't know if he wants to hang out with you or if you really want to hang out with him. But like, I like to see him when he's walking down the hall.
Yeah. 2, 3. Maybe he's a 3.
I could give him a 3. Yeah, 3 appeal.
Yeah. Cause he's very nice to look at. I'm really not so sure about hanging out with him.
Uh-huh. I think, yeah.
Kinsey scale number. He is like he's Italian, so like take that as a baseline.
Here's the question.
Can I make insensitive jokes about the metrosexuality of European men? Is this a thing we can do on this podcast?
I was about to say, is he gay or is he European?
Is he European?
They raise their boys up different over on those foreign shores. They play peculiar sports. In shiny
Yeah.
shoes and tiny shorts?
And tiny shorts.
You know what I mean?
I do. I don't think he's just a gay man.
Uh-huh.
I think he's like I watched a lot of Project Runway when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
Which is important context. But there's a certain type of like, and this is, American in context mostly, but there's a certain type of like high fashion designer who's like obviously and openly gay, but in like a like I'm a professional way.
Uh-huh.
Where it's like, partially I'm gay because you have to be a gay man to do women's fashion.
Uh-huh.
And partially I'm not entirely gay because I'm a public figure.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying there's a lot of men on Project Runway who are like a 4.
Uh-huh. I think he could
Or
bottom for
present
a
that
woman.
way, at least. What was that?
I think he could bottom for a woman.
I think he could bottom for a woman.
I think he could bottom for a woman. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he's a 4, but that's just me.
I think he's
That's just my straight up and down vibe.
I think he's a bottom for a woman kind of 4.
Okay, great.
I
1, 3, 4.
I can't imagine him ever topping a woman. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
just can't do it.
I was gonna ask for more clarification, but I think we're good to leave it there.
In shiny shoes and
We'll
tiny
talk
shorts.
about it after the show.
In shiny shoes and tiny shorts.
It's shiny shoes and tiny shorts.
Oh my god, his name is Lucino. Great. I think how these 3 know each other, which we didn't do for the first 2, but I don't care, is that Burrito and Figurino chaperone the queer
Oh my
youth
god, yeah,
club night.
absolutely.
And like,
They're 2 very different kinds of like mentor to queer youth.
uh-huh.
Burrito is like a senior in high school,
Uh-huh.
first of all. So like not that far removed from this.
Uh-huh.
But like loves queer babies.
Uh-huh.
Figurino is like make good choices.
Uh-huh.
Make good choices and get fishnets that don't leave marks.
Uh-huh. I feel like Burrito is much more sort of like I feel like Burrito is much more sort of like on hand, like hands-on fretting over you to make sure that you're okay. And Figurino is more sort of like stand back and watch while you make mistakes and then sit down and talk them through with you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're both very good influences on the life of Datemaki. Oh my god, it's the end of the podcast. Oh, some good guys. Some good guys in this one.
Yay!
Yay, podcast. Oh my god, I just remember what we're doing next week, but I'll vamp about that at the end. Should we roll our featured guys for next week?
I'm preparing it.
Um,
I'm being deadly silent while I prepare the roll.
Okay, I'll vamp. Next week, as you might remember, if you listen to the last episode, or you don't have to know things about our podcast.
You don't have
fine.
to know things about the podcast.
But
That's our job.
We have a very exciting bonus episode that I'm very excited for. So please be excited for that.
It's exciting.
Two guys. Operator first.
Well, I'll roll them in the order that they get rolled, but it did end up operator first.
Don't know who this is.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
Interesting
Sure.
guy. Fascinating. I'm interested in this guy. And then food fantasy. I have this down to a science now. It was hard at first. Oh, this one's also going to be difficult.
Huh. Yeah, I think this
Difficult.
is another one that... Oh, I like that, though.
Yeah.
Generally pro that.
Just to get a quick overview.
Yeah, just a quick look-see. Aw. Yay!
Aww.
Fantastic.
That's actually delightful.
This is two good starting guys.
Let's go.
I'm excited.
Freedom from Savage.
Freedom from Savage.
Let me out.
Let me out. Okay, well, stay tuned next week for bonus episode. Stay tuned in like three episodes. Stay tuned for our next. Stay tuned for more soulmates.
coming soon.
Coming soon.
We're always around.
We're around all the time.
Maybe too much.
I wouldn't go.
Not
that
for me
far.
to say.
Okay,
bye.
Bye.
あれ？もう終わったの？楽勝楽勝。